Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to our Crusader Kings 3 Maidens of Iceland live streamed playthrough. It was interesting loading into the main menu today and being reminded rather abruptly that our husband had indeed, yes, passed away last session. He has left behind a plethora of children, many a son, a few good daughters, one of whom unfortunately has passed, our first heir. She would have been a great one, but such is life, I suppose. Really looking forward to today's session, folks, as we will be, unless something goes horribly wrong, completing our conquest of Italia, and perhaps even getting that witch coven finally done. We're the closest we've ever been, and I really think, unless something goes horribly wrong, we should be able to hit both of those notes today. Now, I want to mention something right off the bat that was suggested in the comments of, I think it was the previous episode, might have been the episode prior, but it was suggested that after we wrap up these next major goals, if there's not a new goal to pursue, then something to consider might be some rapid fire playthroughs, some more speed runs, if you will, where, you know, up until the release of that Royal Court DLC, maybe we dive into various storylines and play one session and see how far we can get in one session, what we can accomplish in one session, and then move on to the next storyline and move on to the next storyline week after week until that DLC drops. It's a very interesting idea. It's something I'm mulling over. I'm not sure if one session is enough to really capture a part of the world, but the one session Iceland speedrun was a fun episode. So it's a really cool idea, and I'm mulling over it still, and I just wanted to throw it out there, you know, so that I can get some more opinions. So if you have any thoughts on it, either drop it in chat or leave a comment down below, and it's something I'll think about probably for January, maybe for the later half of December, but I'm thinking for January, because December is going to be a messy month as far as streaming is concerned. I know I'm missing at least 2 Mondays in December, right? Because of like New Year's, and I got plans for a weekend. Anyway, sorry, we'll get into that later. But let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about that idea overall. As you let me know, though, folks, a warm welcome to all of y'all hanging out in chat. Even if you're calling me out for being late, which I wasn't. The streamer is never late, Karaya. Now, a warm welcome to Natalie P, Ashley Dickerson, David B, CJ, Instructions Unclear, Jazzy B, how's it going? Robo Gold, how goes? Robo Gold, if you're having trouble with membership, it might just be because YouTube didn't, maybe there's some issue with like your card or something like that. So check in with YouTube or with your bank. I'm not sure where the problem might be, but I see you asking the question. It's got to be something over there, I assume, is why your membership is gone. But if you get it back, I think YouTube will realize that it's been a continuous membership. I don't think it like all of a sudden gets rid of your streak or anything like that. If you want to check in on that. But with that said, Sahara 2020, how's it going? Vippy Mip, having a good Monday, I hope. Zev Benjamin, hey, how goes? Coming in with that arrives precisely when he means to. There it is, I love it. Huck Houston, how goes? A few weeks behind at the Grand Blot with the end result of Pope. Yes, Huck Houston, it did, and that was quite a wild session. Not only did we get the Grand Blot with the Pope, but we also then continued to conquer Roma and capture that Pope and execute them as well. So we actually have killed 2 popes in this lifetime, where we wanted to at least kill one. We ended up killing 2 back to back. It was fantastic, and now you can hear those sirens coming after me talking about killing the Pope. But no, that was a good session. We managed to accomplish a lot that session. It was very good. Oh, RoboGold, weird. I'm not sure your payment option wasn't credit card. I'm not sure what it might be. If it was like PayPal or something, I don't know if there's like an issue with repeated charges. I couldn't tell you, man. It might be because it wasn't card. Yeah, exactly. Harry, how's it going, buddy? Primus Pilos, hey, how's it going, bud? Been some time. Glad you can make it. Flesson19, how fares? Wickles, hey. Making sure I caught everyone over here. I think I did. Keith, how goes, bud? How goes? Sully Dwyer, hey. Ren, hello. Not late at all. We'll be hearing their sounds good. Hope whatever it is that's keeping you away isn't treating you too harshly. And what's my favorite legacy? Frank, you mean in terms of like a dynasty, like the legacy tree that you can pick? That's a tough question. That's a tough question. It depends on context, I suppose. I've been enjoying the Sea Wolves one or whatever it is that we've got going with this storyline. It shouldn't be so hard. 2020. Is anybody else getting that same issue? Is there some mic issues? Because that would be something I'd like to solve sooner rather than later. Let's dive on in, folks. Hope y'all have had a beautiful weekend behind you. We actually got the first proper snow this weekend in Toronto, like snow that's stuck to the ground and is still there overnight. It's still out there. It snowed yesterday, and a nice thick layer. It's looking beautiful. Getting real cold now. Really getting some weird sound, really sound quality issues, are we now? Okay, well, how about now? Let me know how that sounds, folks. I'm very confused. Oh, you know what? I think there was a Windows update, not like last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and that must have cacked up my my audio settings or something, and because of the different, yeah, okay, I think I know what happened. I'm as close as I always have been, Frank. So if there's clipping going on, I know why now. It's because, well, I assume I know why. It's because Windows has changed my audio settings somewhere, and I got to figure it out. Sounds better now? Okay, yeah, I see what's going on. Thanks for the heads up, guys. I do appreciate it. I would not have noticed it was happening if it wasn't for the red flag y'all brought up. So that's wonderful. I do love when a Windows update completely changes my meticulously placed levels and stuff with my mics, and I'm very particular about that stuff. But if it is clipping, I know why now, and hey, I'll keep an eye out for it for other things as well. Thanks again for the heads up. That's better. Sounds better now. All right, cool, excellent. Same issue as Friday. Yeah, it's because I'm using a different set of different scenes, as it were, for and so those changes from Friday didn't carry over to this other scene. But now I've done the same thing, and looks good. Yeah, Jazzy B, I saw quite a few places in the UK got snow as well. If my Twitter feed is anything to go by, it's melting now though. No, we've still got snow. I think it'll last half of the day. It's like we're seeing above 0 degrees, so it'll melt today, I think. But it's nice to see the snow out. All right, folks, on the topic of cold things that are typically found in the north, let's talk about it in the south. I don't know, that was a terrible segue. Things are looking very good. I'm very excited for the war against the Byzantine Empire. Again, that's going to be, I think, a great holy war. My armies are raised. Why are my armies raised? I'm at war. Oh, no, right. I'm helping in this war, right? Okay, fair enough. I thought I would step in to help my allies over here. We don't need to stick around for too long. We have some starving armies. A couple of sieges over here are going to be quick successes, so these guys can probably actually disband, unless I can put them somewhere where they can get some supplies. Is this friendly territory? Yeah, it is. Let's go ahead and put you up over there. Sure, take the bridge. Anybody else starving? Not just quite yet. These guys are running low on supplies. Why don't we go ahead and move them back? Probably. I mean, again, we overcommitted to this war, as we tend to. Put way too many troops in, and now a bunch of them are starving. But that's fine. That's fine. This war will be done soon, and then we can declare a fresh war against the Byzantine Empire. I did want to check exactly what the numbers would be. I would say go for a great holy war for the kingdom, because why only get this when you can get this, right? I think it'd be an interesting adventure. I think it'd be an interesting attempt. I don't know how smoothly it would go, but hey, we've already started to make some headway, right? So why don't we go ahead and press that further? I think it'll go okay. But Apulia over here will still need a couple of wars before we can take all of their territory. I do believe we have a truce with them, or do we perhaps not anymore? You know what? We don't. So after this war is done, we'll take one more county from Apulia, and then we'll go ahead and maybe declare this giant war against the Byzantine Empire. Maybe that's the way we do it. Thor, how's it going, buddy? Having a beautiful, beautiful Monday, I hope. Can empires be subjugated? No, empires cannot be subjugated. There's a subjugation, I believe, is only up until duchy, if memory serves me. I can't remember if you can subjugate kingdoms when you are an emperor. I don't think so. I think it's only up until duchies, but we can double check because we are an empire, so we can double check. Classified, yes, February for the DLC. Early in February, though. Early on in February, so it's not that far away. It's not that far away. Taking a look at chat real quick, making sure I didn't miss any questions. Oh yeah, looking good. yeah, Huck Houston. That segue was primo, right? It was a prime quality AAA segue. God, I'm still embarrassed that I tried that one. All right, let's go ahead and hit play over here and bring a quick end to this war. We are, by the way, just as a reminder, not married. We're going to stay unmarried. Yes, we can't have. Oh, you know what? Actually, since we can't have children, we might as well marry somebody for their stats. Now that I think about it, my apologies. By stats, I mean like actual numerical stats over here, just to help with something or the other. And in fact, as we're doing this, we'll probably try to raise some more men-at-arms too. I was thinking about this before the stream started. I was like, you know, if we're going to declare a great holy war against the Byzantine Empire, I'm not sure how hard they're going to come at us. And how hard they're going to be able to come at us, even, I should say. So I figure it's probably not a bad idea to get some more men-at-arms going, maybe. Maybe upgrade some of the regiments we already have, something like that. Probably not a terrible idea. I'm wondering if I think I want a blend of martial and stewardship for my spouse here, as far as statistical assistance is concerned. Like Duke Ken here, with his 19 and 12, is not as good as a 24 and 7, like 24 and 7. You see what I'm saying, right? Like, I think on average I'd like help across both of those fields rather than just one or the other. Wouldn't mind a decent diplomacy either, but this 1912 is looking all right. 19-9 and 6 for diplomacy, maybe. The reason why I'm thinking about diplomacy is because a lot of our vassals really don't like us, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like just a little bit more diplomacy assistance, I suppose. A great holy war against the Empire would mean all Orthodox realms can join the war against you. Oh no, I 100% know. And the last time we tried that, it was against East Francia, if memory serves me correctly, and it did not go very well. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And Primus Palace, this is in-game music. This is the music that came with the Northern Lords DLC, and it is absolutely fantastic. I sometimes just listen to it for like as background music when I'm working on literally anything. It's such good music. But yeah, it's available on like Spotify and stuff. The Northern Lords DLC pack OST, you'll find it. It's great. Sure, let's go with Sigurбjorn here. Snarfari. I like his name. He's Norse and old Asatru, but we can fix that. Unlike this guy who's Gaelic and Asatru. Oh, hey, it's like one thing's wrong or the other. But apart from that, though, jokes aside, 19 martial is all right. 9 stewardship is okay. 6 diplomacy is all right. It'll help us a little bit around, across the board, I guess. So Sigurбjorn, Snarfari, will you marry me? A matrilineal marriage. We will not have any children. Look, we got matching fur coats and everything. This was meant to be. Meant to be. Matrilineal, yes. Let's make sure it's the right type of marriage before something goes horribly wrong. As RoboGold rejoins in as a paladin. Thank you very much, buddy. I do apologize that YouTube was acting a little funky there for you, but I thank you for rejoining. It is greatly appreciated. As I say time and time again, it helps support the channel, helps keep it all, alive and running smoothly. Folks, didn't even have to say it. Love to see those banners go up. Throw up those banners. Throw up those E's. There it is, Liz, bro. I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much, RoboGold. Appreciate it greatly, bud. Appreciate it greatly. I do hope we get new music with the Royal Court DLC as well. I wonder if it'll be kind of like across the board, generic, like cultural, thematic wise. Because like with Northern Lords, you kind of follow that Norse musical style. So I wonder what we'll get for the Royal Courts DLC. Hopefully a little bit of something across the board. But apart from that, I saw another question. Yes, we do have a realm split coming. We're 58 right now, though. Our health is fine. We have whole of body, and we have the trait, the quirk, the perk is the word I'm looking for, that gives us a warning when we are a year away from dying. So when that happens, we will disinherit our second daughter if we feel it's necessary. Because just as a reminder, we have Queen Freya, our daughter and heir, who currently is in charge of the Kingdom of Sardinia. But we also have Unir's daughter, who would take some of the empires with her, including the Empire of Italia. So we would have to disinherit her. She is a great champion of ours. And again, I mean, she has shown her ability on the battlefield, maybe not so much in the court, right? So it makes sense to disinherit her. Hopefully she won't hate me for it. But if she has to hate somebody, I'd rather she hate me than her sister, right? Sigurбjorn directly translates into Victory Bear. That's amazing. And it's a nice reminder as well of our first playthrough. Robert Winkler, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it, man. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful day. And great point, Wickles. Throwing up the links. Folks, if you aren't already in the Discord, don't hesitate to join. It is a fantastic place to just hang out and chill. And don't hesitate to, follow me on Twitter either for updates to scheduling and things like that, as well as a couple of great pictures of Elizabeth from time to time. We'll get some shots up there as her beautiful winter coat comes in, which is as beautiful as her summer coat and her spring coat and her fall coat. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Toki, open up, my pet. It is I, Kraka. I push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a woman has climbed up to Toki's window. It is Mayor Kraka of Hramsa. What did you call my nephew, you hussy? We've been having a lot of sleeping around lately. We've been having a lot of sleeping around lately. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Sahara. We could give her a lower level court when she's after she's been disinherited. I assume music and royal court will be area specific since they are focusing on culture development. Yeah, exactly. Like I hope like if you're playing in like in Francia, let's call it, you get Frankish music. If you're playing in like the Middle East, you get Middle Eastern theme music. Like I hope they have like at least 1 or 2 new tracks per region. I wouldn't be surprised if they do more, though, truth be told. It's been in development for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a few more than just 1 or 2 tracks coming out, here and there. Wickles, I appreciate it. Yeah, basically, David B. Basically, I mean, I'm sure she'll be upset about it, but like I said, I'd rather she be upset at me on my deathbed than at her sister, and declare wars for it and stuff like that. What's with these women climbing in these windows? I don't know, man. We got a lot of window climbing women. We got a lot of like men sleeping around, all sorts of. It's been. Look, I'm not saying anything, but ever since we entered this little peninsula over here, we've been getting a lot of adultery. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just stating facts here. We have a new novice in our conversion to witchcraft. Welcome to our communion, sister. Let's take a quick peek over here at our. Where are we? What are our numbers looking like? 56.7%, folks. We are so close. We're so close. 3.3% away. Come on, right? Come on. Let's see. Let's make sure we click that so we can actually see our entire tree here, massive as it is. I don't even know where to look next. Thordis, are you a witch? You are. A lot of these people are already witches, is the thing. You just turned 16, but you're of a different house, so you're irrelevant to my coven of witches. What about you? Prince Einar, already a witch. You are not already a witch. How about you? Let's have a little conversation here, buddy. 95% success chance. Good stuff. Just anybody. I'll take anybody. Also, I've realized the frame rate dropped there. Now when I open up the entire family tree, it's pretty priceless. All right, quite a few people are interested in converting this guy into witchcraft, it seems. Fair enough. I'll take it. Any chance for any kind of multiplayer game, any game really with other strategy streamers? I'm a mod admin for Jumbo Pixel, and there are a lot of PE fans in it. Well, that's awesome to hear. And I mean, I did see Jumbo Pixel recently did the Humankind multiplayer thing, right? I saw that come up. It's something that I mull over often about doing multiplayer kind of a thing. I think it's always top of mind, which I know is a very non-answer. But if and when I get the time to actually like organize a multiplayer thing, I'd probably look at doing like a community thing first. Like I've had a lot of fun doing things like the Imperator Rome community multiplayer we did a while ago now. We did Europa Universalis a couple times, and it's a lot of fun. It also is a lot to organize. But I'll see. I mean, it would be fun to do a multiplayer game. I was planning on doing one in Humankind with like Havoc and Surreal Beliefs and Italian Spartacus. This was months ago now when that game was just about to come out. Yeah, it's hard to organize sometimes, schedules and stuff like that. But it's not something it is something I think about often. Let me put it that way. Haven't got my mind set on anything particular just yet, but it comes up from time to time, and don't be surprised if you see that kind of a multiplayer collaboration at some point in time on this channel. Exactly, Primus Palace. Terrible influences. David B. coming through with that super chat. What's the medieval equivalent of Cyber Monday? Don't know, but here's a little something for Unnur just to make her feel better. Well, thank you very much, David B. I will make sure it gets pushed along to her. But jokes aside, I appreciate it greatly. Thank you very much for the support. But as you know very well, I'm sure, really helps support the channel, the streams, and just keeps everything possible. So appreciate it greatly. What would be the medieval equivalent of Cyber Monday, though? Like, Cyber, it's got to sound catchy. Cyber Monday is very catchy. What's a catchy equivalent that's medieval themed? I'm not sure, actually. I'll have to come up with something. To the impressive High Queen Audr of the North Sea, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Northwomen army conquest of the High Chiefdom of Novgorod. So this is the King of Novgorod who needs some help over here. We'll accept, sure. It'll drag our involvement in the north here on a little bit, but I think it's well worth doing. Why don't we go ahead and move in over here, help a little bit, and maybe push... Actually, let's push up against these guys. And these guys can come down over here to help against this nonsense. And we'll see where these guys are invading, and we'll attack accordingly. By the way, just as a reminder, our Sapmi vassal has done a lot of work spreading their influence and growing our realm as a result as well. Like I said previously, I would absolutely love to see like notifications of when your vassals grow your realm. I think that would be absolutely awesome. I would love some of that kind of stuff. I saw a mead Monday, market Monday. I'm liking both of those. I'm liking both. Man, now I want some mead. Oh, Halthor, did you just come? So last Friday's stream, I've been waiting for it and counting down the hours since the cliffhanger. Got all set up and ready just to get a message and asked to go into a Zoom meeting. And the meeting resulted in nothing. Should have been an email. That sounds like a classic, good old-fashioned meeting, Halthor. Sounds like a good old-fashioned meeting. I saw your comment. I was going to respond to it after the stream today. It's a bit of a bummer when that happens, but I hope you got to watch the VOD and enjoy it. Next session, well, this Friday session might be our Suzerain finale for this Despot playthrough. It'll be a good one. We'll see how it all turns out. A secret exposed. Although there is no way to conclusively prove it, my vassal, Duke Michko, has brought forward evidence that Geetha was fathered by none other than him. I wonder, did Geetha know about her true heritage? Or is this as much news to her as it is to me? Will this revelation become a blessing or a curse? Who would have known? So much sleeping around. On which note, Classified coming through with a super chat as well. Mace to the face Monday works for me. Oh man, getting a different kind of an offering there, I suppose. But thank you very much, Classified. Again, as I was just saying, really helps support. English is failing me right now. The streams, the channel, greatly appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, Classified, for the support. And Marcus, following that up by joining in as a knight. Folks, let's see those banners and E's. Love to see it. Thank you very much, Marcus, again. And as always, really helps support the channel, the streams. As I say, keeps it alive and running smoothly. And very much does. And actually, saying that reminds me. I need to remind myself, I want to put all the merch on sale for like the holiday season and stuff. By the way, happy Hanukkah to everybody who celebrates on the topic of the holidays. But yeah, I need to. I was planning on doing that, and it's one of those like one of 100 responsibilities that I keep going. I need to remember to do this. But yes, I intend on putting a little bit of a sale on for all the merch and stuff as well. Should be fun. Day before party's birthday. Well, that is that. Yeah. So okay. So right. So this Friday, we're going to be hopefully finishing Suzerain's Despot playthrough off. Doing one final stream. We're very close to the end. It might be a 3-hour stream as opposed to the usual 2-hour stream. We'll see. But I do want to finish that playthrough on Friday because that is the 3rd of December, which marks, yes, the day before my, birthday, but also the day before we started playing Suzerain for the first time, a year ago. Obviously, not literally the day. You know what I mean. It marks a year of playing Suzerain, and I think it'd be nice to kind of wrap it up at that point, see what comes next. We'll keep our eyes peeled for what comes next. And then on Saturday, if I have my dates right, that's the 4th of December, I will be doing a birthday stream. It will be starting a little bit later than usual. It'll be starting an hour and a half from now, so, take a look at your clocks, I guess, if you want to be a part of that. So noon Eastern time. I'll put out an announcement on the Discord, on Twitter, and everything as well, of course. I thought, set on a game that I wanted to play for it. But between Friday and today, I have taken a look at some other options that might be interesting instead. And I think people would like them. They're obviously going to stay genre appropriate for the channel and stuff. I've got a very fun game lined up. It might still switch, which is why I'm hesitant to say what I'm going to play just quite yet. But I think it fits. Just like we did President for a day last year, and that became a whole year of playthrough. It'll be something in a similar vein. Let's put it that way. All right, this war has been won. Excellent. Let's go ahead and disband almost all of our army. I want to say, where are these Northwomen? Where are these Northwomen? So we can go and wipe them out quickly, and then turn our attention to Italia. Do we really not know where they are right now? I might just disband my my armies. For sure, Ashley Dickerson. I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope everyone's looking forward to what's left of the year. I hope it's exciting times ahead for everybody. We usually put our lights up for Diwali. That's when the lights go up in this house, and then we wait until after my birthday, and then the Christmas tree goes up. The Christmas cooking, however, begins like middle of November. Miss Elite likes to do. Her background is part Polish, part Chinese. So from her Polish side comes our Christmas tradition, which involves like a 12-course meal, and some of that stuff you need to start working on that like a month before Christmas Eve. So the cooking's already begun. The prep, I should say, has already begun. But yeah, exciting times ahead. I hope you all have some exciting plans for your end of the year, and looking forward to 2022. Can't make it on Saturday, but have a good stream. We'll be out of town watching Chris Stapleton. Well, that sounds good. Have yourself a wonderful time. Thanks for the heads up, and I appreciate the well wishes. Thank you. Birthday is coming. Do you feel the same kind of dread of passing time? I do. Keith, I don't know. These last 2 years have been such a blur. I don't think I felt much of anything. Instructions unclear now. Because my birthday's in December, we have the agreement that until December is passed, the Christmas tree can't go up. But technically, the holiday decorations start going up around Diwali, which is like end October, starting of November. So there's some lights up and stuff. Gets us halfway through the decorations for Christmas and stuff as well. Lights. It's all lights. It has been a year. Time does fly out though. Time does fly. I remember the birthday stream last year like it was last month. So the 5-hour stream that you're thinking about, the 5-hour stream was for the channel's birthday, which was in May. That was a 5-hour stream, and next year we'll do next May, this coming May rather, we'll do a 6-hour stream for 6 years. But for the birthday, I think we'll do like a 3 or 4 hour stream. We'll see how it's going. I do have plans later in the evening as well with Miss Elite, and I have plans the day before with my brother and Miss Elite. So we'll see. We'll see what mind state I'm in. But 3 to 4 hours, maybe a bit longer. We'll see how it goes. But it is a Saturday, so things are a bit more flexible. Though I do have to get videos done for Sunday. I'll have to figure it out. My grandson, Vimunder, has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Greatness comes in time. Be there to grasp it when it does. Learning to be patient, are you? He's my grandson. Robust, quick. That's not a bad idea to have him be patient. But what else could he be? He could be generous. All right. Or diligent. I am diligent myself. I think I would like everyone who learns from me to acquire that same diligence. He must be taught that hard work always produces results. Patience? Patience is for the lazy. Gain 0 stress. Our anti-stress stuff really coming in handy over here. Where are these guys headed? Surely they can see where the enemy is. Why did I join this war if I can't even tell where the enemy is? Like, I kind of want to follow them out. I don't want to, like, lose... Alright, let's go ahead and disband a bunch of these people. Can we pull you all back, merge them, disband them? I think 5,700 will be enough for this war. If I can find somewhere to stand where we can actually supply ourselves. That would be a hard no. Let's move up to here. We'll split them up and just try and keep them alive. Before I deal with this event, though, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our men-at-arms, because I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Bondi over here, because we have so much prestige. And yes, it's expensive when we actually raise them, but if we can pile enough on, I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and start by increasing these guys to 4, then 5. And then it's unfortunate because where we're headed, the winter effects aren't really going to work out for us. They're not going to be as helpful for us. But I don't want to disband any one of these men-at-arms regiments just to get another one, Let's go ahead and get these guys, these Varangian veterans, up to size 5, sure. And then let's go ahead and get these guys up to size 3, sure. I've been meaning to do this for so long. I've just been, I don't know, not lazy about it, but forgetful about it. So we'll let them grow to size, and then we'll move into to the Byzantine Empire for a grand war. I know, nothing to apologize for their health. I was just thinking about it because you mentioned it last week Monday as well, and I was like, wow, was that a 6-hour stream? And it might have been. I could be forgetting about my birthday stream's exact details, right? But then I realized, right, we did that stream in May as well to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of the channel. Wild to think about. That's to touch on like time passing by. Keith, that's to me what's been marking time passing by the most. Seeing the channel get older and older, thinking about where I was in life when the channel started and where I am now. That's to me was the wildest thing. Kaspar, definitely excited for the last month of the year. Here in the Netherlands, we still got Sinterklaas. It is a child's holiday, but we still do it. And Christmas. Ooh, what is Sinterklaas? I'm curious. And hey, you know, if it's an excuse to get together and have a good time, is it really just for any particular age group? That's my way of thinking, right? It's a good time. It's a good way to get together, have fun. Who's to say it's limited to an age, right? Just taking a look. Channel, but this. The channel's birthday stream, that one I was always planning to do a 5-hour stream. It was 5 hours for 5 years. You're now thinking, Wickles, about the Humankind stream that went for 8 hours because, yes, of that very reason. Yeah. And Carl M, yeah, I guess so. Hanukkah ends on the 3rd or something of December. I forget now. But yeah, this channel's been around for a while now. Okay, why were we abducting you? Was it to convert you? I think so. Must have been to convert him. He's a vassal of ours. He's old Asatru. Must be the reason. We've got these schemes on schemes going on, man. The perfect time to strike. Jarl Gear will be traveling from castle to the nearby town with nary any guard. He must think himself safe. With a 17% success chance, he probably is. How could this happen? My agents were waiting at the correct time and place, but Jarl Gear never appeared. He must have gotten wind that something was going on. But at least he will never know that I was involved. His luck will not last. Time to try again. Look, the real scheme does not matter are the conversion to witchcraft ones. We need to beat the birth rate. Yeah, Wickles, no. Again, nothing to apologize about. But it is funny to think about how many insanely long streams we did this past year, right? It's kind of cool. I think it's interesting to look back on. At least I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I thought Sinterklaas was just Christmas, but you know, I'm looking forward to being taught differently. I guess I have it wrong, or maybe it's like I don't know. I couldn't tell you, so I'm curious actually. Secret exposed. Chieftain Grimir of Nordmark has accused my friend Jarl Rogvolod of having had an extramarital affair with his lover, Chiefess Girther. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Who is this now? Why do I care? My vassal and chancellor? Oh. Am I really going to take a hit to my piety? It feels kind of bad, doesn't it? Lose a whole level of devotion. A whole level of devotion after all that work, after becoming a religious icon. This man's been good. He's been good, but of course he had to end up being an adulterer. This crime cannot go unpunished. Call the guards. He will apologize. We will set him free, and he'll rejoin the court. A secret exposed. Although there is no way to conclusively prove it, Chieftain Grimir of Nordmark has brought forward evidence that Bersi is not the son of Chieftain Grimir of Nordmark, but that he was fathered by my friend, Jarl Jogvorol. Bersi is without blame, yet his consequences could be dire. Jarl Rogvolod and Chiefess Grither, on the other hand, well, I am lost for words. Oh, why? Why, my good friend, why? Let us release him with a weak hook. I mean, he owes us. He owes us. Friend he might be, but I think he owes us. I'm not going to banish him or anything, because I think he's quite a quality individual. But having a hook on him is probably not a bad idea. We will release him. He will repent, and he will once more become our chancellor. There it is. Of course, you have no choice. Come on now, don't be a fool. Do we have anybody else who's better? Oh, actually. They're pretty much the same. Queen Irsa and Jarl Rogvolod here. But you know what? This man's an old friend of ours from a very long time. We'll keep him in this position as Chancellor. When he passes, we'll give it to our to that queen. We'll give it some time. There should be an I don't care button for these events. I imagine there's like a trait or whatever you can have that lets you do that, you know? Like, whatever. Because there have been times where I just haven't cared. Let's see, confidants. Wow, that was a weird way to pronounce that. Tom Whiffen, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, again, you know what to do. Let me know down below, folks. We have over 60 people watching, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for joining in. If you're having a good time, just hanging out, If you're having a good time, because it's Crusader Kings 3, whatever it might be, if you're having a good time, hit that like button and let me know. It does help me keep track of what I should do more or less of on the channel. Hellthor, yes, Miss Elite is very much a nerd slash gamer slash geek, whichever term you would like to use. A very, what's it called? Very pertinent part of what helps us get along quite well. But yeah, she plays lots of video games and stuff as well. She's also a much better miniature painter than I am, significantly so. So her Warhammer models actually get painted and finished. Back when we used to actually, collect those and stuff. But yes, very much so. We're similar in that regard. On succession, are we going to lose any lands? Yes, we are, Jazzy B, and that's why when we get the warning for our death coming around, we're going to disinherit our second, or our third daughter, technically, second surviving daughter, and make sure that the Empire stays united. But yes, we have to keep an eye out for it. Sinterklaas is the Spanish bishop that comes to the Netherlands and brings gifts to children, and he brings gifts in shoes till the 5th of December, which is his birthday, where there's a big bag of presents. I did not know any of this, Caspar. I need to look this up. I totally thought it was just an alternative name for, like, it was like a local equivalent of Christmas, or something to that effect, but I'm completely wrong, I guess. Completely wrong. Let's go with a firm hand over here. We wanted to get befriend, which we've got now. We got groom to rule as well, which actually did end up helping even our adult children. And I think we can make our way towards... Ow, you know what? Matriarch isn't a bad idea. It's completely useless for us, though. Let's go with firm hand. I wanted to chase after August. Let's go with firm hand, Praetorian Guard. We've been working so hard at getting like champions and stuff like that. So let's move down. Let's move down that thread, and then we'll reassess afterwards. I'll reassess afterwards. one of us, yeah. Why not do a stream with her? It's something that I've thought about in the past. It's a scheduling thing as well. Like right now, obviously she's got her own day job and stuff, so there's that aspect to it. I also don't want to pressure her into anything she might be like uncomfortable with or anything. But it is something that we had briefly discussed many years ago now. 3 or so years ago, maybe, for Valentine's Day, I think it was, doing an Overcooked thing, because we work very well as a team in Overcooked and Overcooked 2. So I thought that would be a fun thing, because, listen, a lot of people don't realize Overcooked is very much a strategy game. But I mean, maybe at some point, I don't know, we'll see. Getting the whole setup as well is also a thing, right? Making sure we can both be on mic and stuff. But yeah, it is, again, one of those things that we've talked about, but we'll see. Maybe someday. People he doesn't want to he doesn't want to subject her to us. Nah. She hears enough stories. No, I appreciate the explanation, Caspar. It lets me know that I need to do some reading. I had a poor assumption. Welcome to our communion, brother. More gains as far as our witch coven is concerned. 57.7, 2.3% now, right? If I'm doing my math right, 2.3% away. Oh, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Jarl Orvar, already a witch. Count Orvar, Count Vigfus, witch. Count Orvar, witch. Jarl Hissinger, witch. Hopefully going to get his children into that witchcraft as well. Sig, only 14. Too young. You're all witches. Ooh, you're not. Thorstein, what's going on here, buddy? Oh, you know what? Might be a secret witch, or might be... otherwise just uninterested, like previously expressed disinterest. I'm hoping Freya converts her children into witches. I myself currently have 2 wards. They are both of her kids. Okay, so we'll be converting these 2 into witches myself, so that's good. At the age of 15, the question comes up, and then we'll chase after Flossie and Arnie as well. Unar, what about you? You're a witch already. Conan, a witch. Valdemar, Toki. Hello, Toki. Let's have a conversation. Nope, might be a secret witch or already has denied us. Let's look back up a step over here. It's weird to think that our mother was ever only a duchess at her highest rank. It is weird to think. You're already a witch. Bragi, a witch. So I wish there was like a filter. Oh, you know what? I forgot that I found a better way to organize this. Over to this, and then we can go ahead and... can I actually say not a witch? No, I can't. At least now, though, very quickly we can see who is or isn't a witch, right? It's listed right there. Why don't we go by age, though? Go by age. Scroll down to 16 and see who we have here. Princess Ingirthur. Start with you. Convert to witchcraft, 95%. Boom, there you go. Nice. That's so much faster. I need to remember to do it that way in the future. What do we have over here? Cisalpine Catholic populace. That's okay. We did just disband our entire, almost our entire army. Oh, there they are. These guys are over here instead. Come on, let's make our way over. Hopefully pick up some supplies en route. There we go. Let's hang out at the Temple of Kamien. Get some food there so we're not starving, and then we'll go ahead and engage these Viking adventurers. End that war as quickly as possible so we can turn our attention to Italia, right? And potentially this dangerous faction. What's our dread looking like? 71. Time to visit the... I'm glad I noticed this. We do not have a physician. Let's get a physician first, and then we'll visit the prisons, right? Before we catch something down there. What are we looking at? 17 with Quenberg over here. Anglo-Saxon Asatru. Can I trust an Anglo-Saxon? We've got, who else do we have? That's a 17. I mean, a decent skill there. Over here, our court chaplain, Norse Asatru. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get you. Let's go ahead and get you as our court physician. Nice and easy. And over to our prisoners. Surely there are some lowborn. If I'm not mistaken, some of my vassals and stuff don't love me because I just so happened to execute their family. Listen, it wasn't intentional, all right? Their name comes up. Nobody wants to pay a ransom. What do you expect? Like, look, we've got a lot of Sapni prisoners over here, for example, who I should be very careful not to kill. You're French. You can't be important to me. Can you? Do you have any anybody who's a vassal of mine? Would it actually show up here? I think it would, right? I think we'll get to execute you. I don't even need to take a look at ransoms. There's that I'll eat banner coming up. Got to keep you alive, right? In-house arrest. Yeah, we'll keep you there. And what's my dread at right now? 91. One more target. Pierre de la Roche. Sure. Just a little concerned. Doubt. I'm pretty sure it would show up over here if they were a vassal or anything. Ooh, of England. Oh, hang on. Pains. Oh, these guys would actually be upset at me. But they're not a big deal, I don't think. They're so far down the line, I don't think they matter all that much. Famous last words. These vassals of mine don't matter as much. Any thoughts on the strategy/sim category for game of the year? Shame. Look, I'll be honest, Jazzy B. When I see that set of nominations, I have to disengage. It's so dumb. It's so dumb to put Age of Empires 4 next to Humankind, next to Microsoft Flight Simulator. They are completely different games. They're entirely different titles. How can by putting them in the same category, you are judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree. I think it's ludicrous. I think it's absolutely stupid to put those games in the same category. And I understand they're not as popular genres. They're much more niche genres. I get it. But, and funnily enough, I cover strategy and sim because they have similarities. I think people who have similar interests, tend to like both those genres, but they're not the same genre, And it blows my mind that Microsoft Flight Simulator is in there with Humankind and Age of Empires 4, as if they're even remotely the same game. It's dumb. It's dumb. But most award shows tend to be. It absolutely primus pass. I agree. It is a complete disservice to merge those two categories together, those two genres together. Absolutely agreed. It's so silly. It's so silly to me. It does a disservice to both genres. It's dumb. I'm heading from my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak yet again. Am I not used to this by now? Conan, open up, my sweetheart. It is I, Ylva. I push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a woman has climbed up to Conan's window. It is Thane Ylva of Avaskar. What did you just call my son, you strumpet? Sweetheart's not such a bad thing to be called, or to have your son be called, I guess. Yeah, it won last year, too. Yeah, exactly. Microsoft Flight Simulator won last year, and now it's back again this year. How does that... Come on. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. It's unfair, I think. Go ahead and split these guys in half. It looks as though we're in a bit of trouble over here. High Chief Tisbolto, my agent at Jarl Gear's court, has been discovered. Now the Jarl has placed her under lock and key. Well, that is not ideal. Curse Jarl Gear and his spy master. Hopefully she doesn't speak. She'd better not speak. We'd get in a fair bit of trouble, I think. No. We called her a strumpet. She called her son sweetheart. Wiggles, to answer your question there. Need to get a spray bottle for all these window climbers? Yeah. Oh my god. For real. For real. Taking a look at chat again here real quick. Give me a sec, folks. Just finished the game tutorial. Any recommendations on what to play to get hooked by the game? Also planning on trying Humankind, enjoying your City Merchant playlist currently. NAC3024 SPN, I hope I said that correctly. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. Any recommendations on what to play to get hooked by the game? Oh man. There's a lot of wild adventures you could go on. I mean, take a look at, actually, if you haven't seen my video on it, take a look at my 10 Great Starts video, because I go around the world pointing out 10 sort of storylines that you can follow and why they're interesting. And if one of those 10 catches your attention, go with that one. I could speak for an hour, if not longer, about what the different approaches are that can get you hooked on the game. But I think that 10 Great Starts video is a good one to see a variety of storylines you can chase, and they range from easy to like very difficult. So whatever your appetite is, you can kind of chase, I would say. Hope by the way, let me know if I pronounced your name horribly wrong there. I took a guess. And I might have guessed wrong. Frizzy is annoyingly in the way too. How do you mean? Just like over here, just sticking out like a little pockmark? Yeah. A little bit. We might hit them up. Vassals must learn that actions have consequences, says Ashley Dickerson, with regards to executing them. I do agree. Quite a few of them have been let off scot-free or with minimal consequences. What is an amorosa? Never heard this term. Calling Toki a petal? See, that's not such a bad thing to be called, is it? Oh my god, stop climbing these windows, damn it. Jeez, you'd think they were just invented by how often they get interacted with. Try to Prince of Persia run of my own. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, Jazzy, on the channel. When that DLC drops, that'll be our playthrough that follows. Oh no. We saw it coming, folks, and here it is. We've gained the trait obese. Our health is still fine, which is good, but as we get older and some of those benefits sort of whittle away, obesity is dangerous because we could die at a feast. We could die. That 1-year warning means nothing if we're at a feast and we end up croaking. Oh my god, Toki, what? Do I need to throw you in jail? He's not even like that attractive or anything. I mean, I guess his diplomacy is average. He's not a great warrior. Man, these women need to have higher standards. Look, he's my nephew and I love him, but like, he's nothing special. He's got some problems. I don't understand. Jeez, for real though. Make your windows less climbable, for real. I really need to. Yeah, anytime. And by the way, I should mention, Nak, if you got any questions or anything like that, or you're looking for people to play with as well, don't hesitate to join the Discord. We got an excellent community, lots of multiplayer games happening every weekend, and veterancy is not a prerequisite. We're very welcoming to beginners at the game and stuff as well. It's one of the many reasons I'm very proud of the community we've built. So don't hesitate to join in, and that's a great way to learn as well with a great group of people. Again, every weekend. It's sort of a very from what I've seen, it's loose commitment level as well. You don't have to worry about not making it every day. But yeah, don't hesitate. And Tolga, no, the new update is not yet out. There's one piece of DLC, the Northern Lords DLC, but the next DLC was recently announced to be coming out in early February of next year, and it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. You'll definitely catch news of it on this channel when I get access to it and stuff. But it's going to be huge. My marshal, Dauphin Blanche, has been showing off a promising new recruit. She may not be as of noble stock as you, my Fylkir, but on my name I swear that Rognfrithr, you can't possibly pronounce both the G and the N there, can you? Is someone you would want on your side. Well, let's see. Oh, not bad. 17 prowess. She is strong, very well. She shall serve me. Good stuff. Alright, where are my armies here? You guys got enough food? 80, 80. Yeah, sure, good enough. I think we can hit these guys. Yeah, we'll win. We've got all of our men-at-arms and stuff over here as well, so we'll be fine. Let's end this war quickly, shall we? The Cisalpine Catholic populists have disbanded. Excellent. And Mayor Signy here did improve earlier as well. I just didn't point that out. Marshal was increased, and aggressive attacker was gained. Good stuff. quite satisfied. Starkather has been asking me for a ragdoll for a long time, and I told him I would get him one in 3 months if he displayed more focus in his studies. He responded that he was fine with his current dedication to his studies, reward or no reward, making him content. I suppose that's fair enough. He should be happy with his lot in life so he doesn't get any ideas against his family. We shall learn to live with our lot in life. Oh, I didn't actually read the prompt there before I said lot in life. Another child of my dynasty. My daughter-in-law, Svanhildr, has given birth to a son. Oh, intelligent and Herculean. Excellent. What name? What name shall we give him? Thorfinnr, Sorkvir, Bag, Thorolfr, Torge. Oh, they all sound really dope. They all sound really good. Baldur. I always struggle with picking names. Eagle? Styrkar? Oh, that, you know, I should have gone with that. Tolier. Whatever I do, I shouldn't call them Toki, because apparently that's a very attractive name. Otar. Let's go with Otar. Sure. May you grow strong and wise. Sorry, I could stay on this screen forever. We have some good grandkids coming out of this one relation, because they're both one of them's they're both fairly strong. One of them's a genius. We have another pair where they're both geniuses or something, and they're just gonna have amazing children. We'll see when it comes up. Another opportunity to get Jarl Greer, 5% success chance. Let's try. One last time to try. Failed again. Find some other way of dealing with him. We failed again. What if I were to... you're not one of my prisoners, are you? You're not. There's only so many times you could try it, right? There's only so many times it's worth trying. Call him Hercules. Ah, damn it. I wish I noticed that earlier. My apologies. I'm sure we'll get another one, and we'll keep an eye out for it. Lose weight is not a decision I have available to myself. Search for physicians, call hunt, host feast, pilgrimage, personal deity, capital. Yeah, I don't see anything about trying to lose weight. Maybe it becomes available later, but I do know it is an option, but it's not available right now. I can tell you that much. Yeah, we've got this battle. Battle of Roskilde. We won this. We won this. That's true, Marshall. He is single. He is single. But he's not the one climbing through windows. There's victory against the Northwomen army. So be it. Let us disband this army over here, and these guys as well. And I suppose... Come on. There we go. I suppose we should probably strike at Apulia first, just to gain a bit more over here. And then we'll wait for the truce to end. You know, by the time we're done our war against the Byzantine Empire, we'll be able to war against them again. What army do we have raised? Disband them all. Come on. Byzantine Empire. If I were to declare a holy war for the kingdom. Oh, why is it like this? Let's see. Within the target title, all titles held by rulers are vassalized by you. You'll seize all territory within such and such as realm that is part of the kingdom of whatever we target. Will we also gain... I don't think the Holy War allows you to gain territory that isn't in your target. So you know how when you do a war for a regular conquest war for a kingdom, you can say, okay, the war is for this realm over here, but anything else that I conquer during that war gets transferred over to me as well. Sorry for the sirens, folk. There's not much I can do about that. Fire trucks blazing past. No coven yet, K. Percy. Not just quite yet, but we're close. We're getting closer and closer. Getting closer and closer. But yeah, with Holy Wars, you cannot do that because when the game launched, it didn't outline it for regular wars, but then afterwards, I do think they patched it in. It does mention that you gain territories that aren't part of the original war goal, and it doesn't explicitly state that for the Holy Wars. So I don't think that'll actually be a thing. Now, I thought, how do we not have the Great Holy War option? That's throwing me off a little bit, because I could have sworn we did. Okay, if we have to do this piecemeal, though, we should probably do, like... That's a real bummer. I was really hoping for a giant, massive war, but it doesn't look like that's going to be... It'll still be a big war, because we're still fighting the Byzantine Empire, and they're no joke. But it's not going to be the same potential scale as I was maybe hoping for. Could I... What am I looking for here? Duchy of Sicily will give us all this. Apulia will give us that. I'm looking for... Oh my god, how many small wars am I gonna have to fight for just the tip here? Calabria, okay. What do you guys think? What should we go for first? Natalie, you gotta go. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming through. Always a big loss. Always a big loss. Fewer poems and fewer puns for the rest of the stream. But thanks for coming through. Have yourself a beautiful Monday. If you don't come back by the time we're done streaming. But yeah, do enjoy. Exactly, Wickles. I need a quick sip of water. What do you guys think for our next war? Apulia, get something like this pockmark up over there, or one of these down over here, or do we go after one of the various duchies of the Byzantine Empire? I'd go with either. I love that the day after it snowed is like the day I see the most fire trucks going by. It's like, what happened? People blasting the heat. Sicily, I see a call for I see 2 calls for Sicily's. One because they make good wine. All right, fair enough. Sure, we'll hit Sicily up then. Why not? Is there anything else that needs doing first? Let's take a quick look at the factions, because that was brought up as well. The Cisalpine populace, they disbanded a while ago because of our dread. Nobody seems to be willing to stand against us. The independence factions, I mean, they'll be okay. Some of these guys like us but are still willing to join. See, the unfortunate thing is that converting people to witchcraft takes up our like personal scheme, and so we're not able to befriend or anything like that. So I'm really hoping that we soon get the witch coven going so we can start engaging in some of those other conversations. How about we go ahead and, yes, do our war against the Byzantine Empire. We'll take Sicily, then we'll do Apulia. Hope that the truce with the Byzantine Empire ends by the time the war with Apulia is done. I don't know. The war with Apulia is going to be so fast, though, right? Well, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but sure. War against the Byzantine Empire first, I think. Go ahead. We're going to be upsetting quite a few people as well because of the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Offensive war penalty. Conquer the duchy as opposed to holy war for it, I suppose. Why don't we holy war? We don't do too many holy wars. We're going to be spending a lot of prestige with our full armies raised as well anyway, so why don't we spend some of that piety? We got plenty of it. The Duchy of Sicily will be ours by right. This is actually the birthplace, I'm sure, of some Asatru god. We'll make it work. We'll lay proper claim to it. The Duchy of Sicily will be ours. We'll clear our wars. Yeah, let's begin. I do love the music. The one reason to declare non-holy wars, I suppose, is so that you can enjoy the Norse war declaration music, I suppose. Why are we having so much infighting over here? I saw this raised army, and I was like, oh, where's our daughter off to in this war? And it's a bit of infighting. So unfortunate to see. My grandson Vimunder hovers in the limbo between childhood and adulthood. I've taught him enough to understand the truth, and he is still young enough to have an open mind. If I want to induct him into the service of Freya, it is now or never. He deserves to know her power. Yet another witch added to our coven. We're getting there, folks. 58%. We are 2% away. We're so close. We were so close. Yeah, I guess it must be all those fireplaces turning on. It's a little concerning. It's a little concerning just how many fire trucks have driven by. It's the pigs. Go after little pieces first. I figured we'd... I don't know, I'm torn. Maybe I should have gone after the smaller pieces first. Maybe I should have just declared multiple wars at the same time. That would have been ideal, because then one would have ended, and we would have timed out the truce, and then, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Too late now, in a way. Alright, one more has joined our communion. That is a good point, though. Probably should have done the smaller little pock marks first, as I like to call them. 58.8, folks. 1.2% left to go. 1.2%. We're so close. We're so close. So close, I can feel it. Alright, let's see. Prince... Well, you're in prison, so that's not going to work. How about Folky? You're already a witch. Princess Cecilia. How about you? How about you? You're interested? Excellent. 10 months it'll take. Good stuff. Good stuff. We need what? We'll need like 3 or 4 more people maybe at most? Maybe? How do you break up the empire? I've always been too scared to try. You mean like something as big as the Byzantine Empire? Well, you definitely have to be rather large yourself to take on a full-fledged empire, or you need to have the right alliances. I mean, this playthrough has been an interesting one because we started as just these two, as Vestland and Sutherland, and we've come to be rather large. So if you kind of want to see how to take on larger and larger kingdoms and empires as you go on, this playthrough has definitely been one to show that off. But yeah, taking on a full-fledged empire solo, you need to wait until you're large enough yourself. But otherwise, you got to get the right alliances, and then you can take on the largest of beasts, and then move appropriately in battle, and you'll be fine. All it takes is a couple of good victories in battle, and you can win even the hardest of wars. By the way, the conquest of Ireland seems to be continuing. Our vassals continue to gain more and more territory. A bit of hideous border gore here, but I'll take it. I'll take it, as long as we're seeing some growth in territory up there, thanks to our vassals. A snake at court. Oh my god. Have you no shame? Call the guards. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So much fornication. That's true as well, classified. I was being a little facetious. Take Greece and steal Sicily at the same time. Unfortunately, Sahara, I don't think we can, because it's not a kingdom war or anything like that, right? We've already used our one kingdom war to get, I think it was quite a bit of territory down over here. I forget under who it was at the time. I think it was Burgundy. I forget now. But we took quite a bit of territory with our kingdom war. How's the populist uprising doing here? Oh, they got a couple of allies. This is wild to me. I still find this absolutely hilarious. They're 4,200 strong. They've got a couple of allies, 3,000 strong, these ones. 354 on those. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's get a move on over here. Our men-at-arms have arrived. 10,000 strong over here. I doubt we need all of them. Let's head down to Messina. Let's send the other 7,000 strong to Catania. Do we actually need to put both? We don't need to put both under siege. But let's keep them side by side so we don't get interrupted here. And we'll send the rest over here to... oh, I see. If you meant to take Greece as like a for this war to get a war score, if that's what you meant, then yes, we should definitely hit this little set of islands up. Yeah, sure. Let's move up over here. We got the 8,000. They're still recruiting. Let's get this 8,000 coming up over to here. Yeah, sounds good. This move will result in quite a few casualties. Let's hit this place up first. Again, why take pointless casualties, right? Why take pointless casualties? Down over here, then. Sure. God, it gets expensive to go by sea sometimes. And once these guys are done assembling, we'll send them out front as well. Cool. Is there a Conquer Empire casus belli? Unfortunately, no. The best you can do is declare a kingdom conquest war, and then acquire more territory than your original casus belli. The kingdom conquest war lets you take more than just what you declared war for. So that's one way to take out an entire empire. Though, you know, be prepared for all the maintenance and management that comes afterwards. But that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Not easy. Looking good down over here. What, are we not? Hold on. Oh, wait, this is our territory. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Go ahead and hit up Palermo. Come on. Get you guys moving up to... I thought something was up. What are we looking at? Sure. Get you down over here. That makes a lot more sense now. Conrado, how's it going, buddy? Having a good Monday, I hope. Realistic luck of the Irish. Was it last session that we were talking about the luck of the Irish? Or am I conflating two completely different streams? Yeah, let's go ahead and move over to here. I'm sure we'll see some good successes. I'm sure we'll see some good successes. How's the Witch Coven going? No worries, Lizper. It's going rather well. We are we're 2% away now, I believe. The Witch Coven is even less. We're 0.9% away from being able to form the Witch Coven. Oh man. Okay, so that's definitely happening today. That's definitely happening today. I'm really excited for that. And then we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's true, Conrado. Yes, you could also take an empire from the inside. That's a good point. You can absolutely become a vassal to a higher level ruler. So you could become a vassal to an emperor and then use meritocracy as a way to claim their title for yourself and then hopefully generate enough support. I did a video on that, actually. I forget which one it was. One of the Dirty Tricks videos, maybe. But I did a video on, yeah, sort of getting a higher level crown from the inside. It's a fun way to do it. A good bit of subterfuge and court drama. Now what is this? Another extramarital affair. Oh dear. My vassal. Catholic. Oh, this is actually ideal. This is actually ideal because I can put Countess Cecile in prison. Let's try. Listen, I'm lost for words. Everything can be used to our advantage. We can negotiate your release if you convert to the right faith. And we get a weak hook on you. Good stuff. That negative 100 will become, as she is released, negative 34. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Farewell, Countess Cecile. Oh, and it immediately becomes negative 44. Look, negative 40 of that will disappear in due time, right? It'll take 10 years, so might not be in our lifetime. But I'm pleased enough with at least not having her be at negative 100. Man, being a murderer is really not a popular thing, eh? We could always send her a gift as well, just to make her hate us less. She won't love us, but she'll hate us less. Oh god, we're at 10k plus. Sure. Send her that gift. Looking good. On siege 1 down here. This one's almost done as well. Go ahead and move on over to here. Yep, that'll be good. These guys will take a little bit longer, but we're making good progress. 4% on the war score. That's actually not as much progress as I thought. Yeah, Jazzy, that's a good point. Yeah, I should. Thank you for checking me like that. I'm saying that'll definitely happen today, and who knows? A new novice. Welcome to our communion, sister. All right. Hold on. Where are we? 59. God damn it! Still 59.1. That means somebody became an adult without converting, I think. All right. It's okay. Let's find who? Some other 16-year-old, perhaps. You're already witches. You're melancholic and in prison, so that kind of makes sense. Which? Alpha Hilder here might be a good target. 41%. Why would I waste my time with a 41% success chance when I'm sure there's somebody out there with a 95% success chance? Like this guy. Gotta love that scaly skin, right? Betrothed can marry. Should I actually have these marriages happening? Yeah, I probably should, right? This is my son, Thorstein. It is not a matrilineal marriage. This will guarantee... Or, we should get intelligent. We might get genius, is what the little up arrow means. So, yes, let's go ahead and send that proposal. There's other betrothal over here. We might get some beautiful grandkids. Right, this is my son, I believe. Ingvar. Yeah. Go for it. Excellent. War and love, right? Love and war. Could have revoked Cecilia's title and given it to a family member. Could have, but I feel like we have. I feel like we have enough of that with our daughter having the Kingdom of Sardinia, because we only have one other daughter, and we don't want her to be too powerful. She might try something. I'm still nervous about that. So got to be careful about that. And again, just as a reminder, our sons cannot be given land. They cannot inherit land. Well, sorry, they can inherit land under the most strict of circumstances. So not something we should like pursue, I guess, too actively, because they are again, they're not supposed to hold land according to our faith, right? Vimunder has come of age, and it seems as though he is quite capable with gold. Midas touched. Until we meet again, Vimunder. I'd say we've done rather a fantastic job. All right, let's see. Prince Flossie here. Go ahead and offer to educate him. He already has a guardian, my daughter. Hopefully She'll teach him the ways, right? What do we have here? Queen Freya. Which of your children are you not raising? Or rather, do I have one of my sons who has a child who might need taken care of? Zachary, you're 15 now. I think it's when they turn 15 the event pops. So let's get Ear instead here. You already have a guardian. The hell is that about? How do I get you to stop being a guardian? I wish I could make that demand of my children, you know? The 5-year-old over here as well. That'll take 10 years before it becomes a consideration. Maybe my time for teaching these grandchildren is done. My brother, what of your children? No grandkids for Toki. Oh, right, of course. That's the single Toki that we were talking about earlier. All right, fair enough. I guess there's no one for me to raise. It's so fittingly matriarchal. There, let's go ahead and get Prince Arnie over here. Yeah, I gotta take care of somebody. Romeo, it has not ended. Sorry, this last weekend, last couple days have been a little ridiculous on my end. I thought I put a tweet out on Friday just saying how messed up my schedule was going to be this weekend. But no, the Jurassic World Evolution 2 series has not ended. New episode will be releasing midnight Eastern time tonight. So tomorrow morning, depending on where you live. But yes, there is more JWE2 coming for sure. Halthor, now. I think you and I say it under very different contexts. And Ugly Tuco, love to the Philippines, buddy. It's got to be pretty late there. Thanks for joining in and staying up, I imagine, pretty late. It's got to be, what, like, close to midnight, give or take? I could be way off. Where are the Byzantine armies? Yeah, we've got, where are the Byzantine armies? Oh, there they are. There they are. They're still coming together. They are trying to occupy English territory, technically. These earldoms that belong to are the Kingdom of England under us. So they're preoccupied with that, which actually works out for me because it allows me to make my approach over here. But they have all their numbers raised, it looks like. That's a good point. I was actually being so nonchalant. I could have very easily been taken by surprise there. Thane Scold over here improved her prowess by 2. Excellent. Looks like our steward has gained us 567 extra gold. My dear lord. And Otakar died in our dungeons. Fair enough. Not something we have to worry about. Not something we have to worry about. Sounds good. Yeah, Romy, as I say often, so following me on Twitter or being in the Discord are great ways to stay up to date with scheduling updates or emergencies or anything like that, as well as just hanging out with a great group of people. But I do put updates on Twitter, and they do automatically post to the Discord as well. Man, this weekend I thought I'd have a pretty chill weekend and just hang out in Discord quite a bit, and that went completely sideways. Instead, did a bunch of chores and errands for the house that still need doing, and yesterday was wild. I slept for 16 hours, give or take. Just kind of, I think my body was like, it's time to catch up on all that missing sleep, and I think I slept for about 16 hours or so. It was interesting. It was interesting. It was very interesting. Not my plan. Not the ideal way to spend a Sunday. But apart from that, just a lot of chores and errands and stuff like that. Otherwise, I was hoping to spend some time in the Discord this weekend, but that didn't go so well. How about giving gifts to angry, strong vassals? Do we have vassals who are both angry and strong? Yeah, we have a couple, I guess. That's a good point. Not a bad idea. This guy's Asatru in Norse as well. But yeah, let's keep these guys in check. We have so much money. Nobody else is both angry and strong. Fair enough. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves a Praetorian Guard. Extra prestige per night. Can't complain about that. Looking good. These guys are all done. Let's go ahead and, I should probably split these guys up so they're not suffering as much from like attrition and stuff. Go ahead and send you up to there. This place actually has 2 castles. Eh? Why don't we keep these guys back over here? They should be able to gather some supplies. Split these guys in half as well. Send one half up. The other half can stay back and gather some supplies up over here. Split these guys in half as well. Again, half can gather some supplies. The other half can take... where is the castle here? Sure. Up there. Let's go. Try not to overextend ourselves. Let's not be fools about this, right? They are roaming around up here with Oh, quite a few soldiers, and they've gone into the fog of war now, so I gotta keep our eyes peeled. I gotta keep our eyes peeled, and this is also kind of scary. I should be able to take these guys on. Could bring our men-at-arms back over here. If we station the besiegers here, bring the rest back, I think we'll be okay. Hey, Leet. I think we'll be okay. Welcome back, Vippy. How's it going, bud? Taking a look at chat here real quick. Maybe take Malta. We'll see. I mean, the war is going pretty well. We're already at almost plus 50%, so I don't think we have to be too worried about how this war goes. What would be the best vassal to independently expand your territory? Ambitious, brave, with heaps of martial? You know, that's a good question. And I'll be honest with you, I've not noted a pattern just yet. I find if you make any vassal strong enough, they tend to make moves. Ambitious probably makes sense, but I feel like this descriptor, this personality descriptor, tends to make the bigger difference. But like, for example, who's actually making these expansions over here? This guy. No, that's not this guy. Who's the actual person in charge of Prussia? Duchess Wolfhild. Evil Craven. So, I mean, her marshal is good. She didn't even have all that much territory, truth be told. I don't think there's a pattern. I think if you just strengthen them enough compared to what's near them, they'll start making moves on their own, because I think everyone's at least a little ambitious. Another person joining our communion. All right, where are we now? Folks, we can do it. Okay, first of all, we have got these starving people, which I should probably be concerned about, right? Let's bring these guys back and feed them a little bit before they die. Before they die, let's bring these guys back and feed them a bit. Where can I send you where you can eat? Because you won't gain any supplies there. Push them back to there. Push these guys. Might have to split them in half even further. There. Keep them alive so that we don't lose this war like this, right? But folks, it is time now to found our witch coven. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Get that coven in the oven, says Jazzy B. All right, here we go. Oh man, I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm so glad it's finally happening. Our proud house is united by blood, but the truth divides us. I long for the day when we will no longer live in fear, but be completely open with each other. Our sons and daughters will be raised to embrace their powers and the will of Freya. May we serve her well. It's time to found the Flatnefer Coven. Man. We can now host a grand rite. Unfortunately, we're leading an army right now, it seems, so let's make sure we're not actually doing that. And then we can host our grand rite. Where am I? Well, why am I leading an army? It's because we've raised too many, there we go. Hey, my command isn't that bad, actually. But no, I need to not be here. This is a dangerous place for me to be. Let's pull myself back. So, should we try to lose weight first, or should we try to hold that grand rite first? I'm worried we're going to die during that grand rite. Just a little concerned if there's feasting going on at a grand rite that it might be our last feast. So perhaps we dedicate ourselves to losing weight and also do the grand rite at the same time. But in that order, maybe. God, I'm so glad we finally got to form that witch coven. Classified coming through with that super chat. Which direction will we take the tribe now? Very well put, Classified. And again, thank you very much for the super chat. As always, it does make a very big difference, like I say, to keeping the channel alive, running smoothly, sustainable. So thank you very much. Indeed, which direction do we take the tribe in now? I mean, the conquest of, well, dismantling the papacy, I think, is still, of course, a primary goal. We can look to strengthening the bloodline or perhaps establishing a dynasty of many crowns. But, of course, a couple of grand rites will go a long way. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see what comes of it. We'll see what comes of it. Yeah, lose weight won't block anything, so I think we should go with lose weight as the first decision we make. See how much it helps us. It stresses us out. Like, ain't that fitting? My body weakens for every day that passes, and my girth weighs heavy on me both bodily and mentally. Running, warm baths, maybe even a mildly cathartic substance. I will find a way to lose some weight. Bring this scamony. Whatever that means. I don't know what a scamony is. But apart from that, let us host a grand rite. We will worship Freya and delve deep into her mysteries. The grand rite is an excellent opportunity to socialize and exchange knowledge with my fellow witches. Let the rite begin. Very cheap, actually. I would look to spend more money. At the age of 62, we finally accomplished that which not our mother, well, definitely not our mother, not our grandmother, but I believe our great-grandmother began, right? That's when the witch coven concept began, right? Not 2, but 3 generations ago, I think. What a wild adventure it's been. What a wild adventure it has been. Baby Pony, how's it going? How's it going? Happy to enjoy the live with you guys. I love this game so much. Glad to hear it. I'm glad you can make it as well. Glad you can make it. You made the right choice. God damn it, Jazzy B. On a roll today. A grand rite. The full moon rises. As the moon rises in the heavens, heralding her arrival, I can feel my body responding to the strange energies in the air. The silhouettes around the great bonfire are silent, unmoving, waiting for that which is to come. As the host of this gathering, it is up to me to begin the ritual. I will read from an ancient grimoire. Alright, so potentially every guest at the Grand Rite gains opinion of me, or potentially they lose opinion of me if I do a poor job of it. I could play some tricks with sounds and shadows. Okay, so I see. So the first one is a learning challenge, the second one is an intrigue challenge. I could rely on my charisma and improvise a diplomacy challenge, or present a grand offering. The easiest way to gain some opinion from everybody. You know what? Intrigue is our calling. 38 intrigue is rather wild. I think we would be fools not to use that to our advantage. I mean, money is easily used to our advantage as well, I suppose. But let's have a proper rite, shall we? Let's do it right, as one might say. Let's play some tricks with sounds and shadows. The blessings of Freya are many, and among them is knowing when to apply a little trickery. With the help of some mirrors, horns, and willing assistants, I put on a spectacular show. The air is thick with a thrilling mix of fear and excitement. I can't remember the last time I felt this alive. Now that the main ceremony is finished, my guests and I are free to worship as it pleases us. So we could experiment with herbs together with Bragi, gaining us the trait Herbalist. There's a chance of gaining Herbalist over here, which, disease resist. I mean, hey, it gives us a health boost, but I like what it implies. And we can potentially gain Seeker of Knowledge, which isn't bad either. We could ask Thorin to instruct me in the art of scheming. We don't need to be taught scheming. But look at that. Even though we're not in the intrigue lifestyle, we can gain a perk in this way. We could share her carnal gifts with someone. Try to find someone with a similar urge. Oh dear. Laugh, drink, dance. Enjoy her blessings. Reduce our stress, not that we have any, and everybody would be happy about it. Interesting for us to talk so poorly of adulterers, but of course under the gaze of Freya, it's okay. It doesn't count, right? For which covens do you need to convert your whole house, or can you just create a cadet branch and convert that branch to get the coven perk? It needs to be 60% of your house. You could, in theory, create a cadet branch and convert that branch, but if you are high enough up the strength chain or ladder, or however you want to phrase it, then your branch will be the main branch, right? Though I guess, yeah, if you were able to form a cadet branch before you started forming the Witch Coven, or if you were able to form, a cadet branch before you became the main house, then I guess technically, yeah, you would only have to care about your cadet branch, yeah. But because we are the main house, our branch is massive, and 60% has been quite the journey. I think experimenting with herbs together with Bragi is a nice way to spend our time. Prince Bragi Balderson of East Francia, a powerful individual, unlanded, yes, but important connections, you could say. Plus, I do think it's quite fun. Let us experiment with herbs together with Bragi, and we'll see. Either way, 40-60 split. It's a good result either way. Nice. We're an herbalist. Intrigue +2, learning +2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? An intrigue of 40 at the age of 62, unfortunately, but that ain't bad. My guests and I have worshipped Freya, exchanged sacred knowledge, and tied deep bonds. My mind is buzzing with new ideas, but my body is in desperate need of rest. A warm bed has never felt so tempting. May she watch over us until the next grand rite. Missed this string over here. It's Freya, after all. Our grand rite comes to an end. Feels good, man. Feels good. We've waited for it for so very long. It feels good to finally have it. So every 10 years we can do that. Now that we have the Witch Coven, we don't have to worry so much about having to, rebuild all that to host more grand rites as our children take over, take control. So yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about where we stand right now. Not gonna lie to you, I was a little worried that we would keep chasing our tail, as it were. And in a strange sort of way, now that we've caught it, I don't know what to do next. I'll split these guys up so they're not starving. 7,000 strong. There's nowhere we can put you. Split you in half. There we go. Did you just say your god is a voyeur? I mean, hey, yeah, perhaps classified. Witchcraft induction. My grandson has become a witch. I assume that's because my daughter is doing what needs doing. The High King encourages chivalry. My spouse has resulted in this windfall. Hardly a windfall when you consider how much prestige we already have, but it's okay. A little pat on the shoulder, a little pat on the back. Ease is hosting, what's it called? Whatchamacallit? Lessons, not lessons. I forget the word now, it's escaping me. But he's been busy with work a lot lately. He's also not the biggest fan of Crusader Kings or Suzerain lately, so he's not been tuning into the streams. At least that's my understanding of it. But he's around, he's still hanging out in the Discord and stuff. You can always pop by, say hi, but I know he's busy with work stuff as well, during the typical stream times these days especially. We can sway someone for the first time in 3 generations. Oh dude, that's so true, Harry. Let's not forget about those options. But before we get into that, a scandalous priest. The Asatru world was appalled to learn that my vassal Jarl Sig has been routinely lying to local Gothar. She has apparently been tricking them into acting on false information in order to advance her furtive schemes. While scandals among the elders are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to occur so close to home. Just a vassal of ours, the Jarldom of Connacht. Condemn her for her transgressions, I suppose. I will not defend her publicly. She'll be upset at me, but you know what? I'm upset at her. I'm upset at her. Let's go ahead and actually, yes, take a look at some scheme options. That's an excellent point. Why don't we take a look at our factions that are forming against us and try and make some friends over here. Queen Sif the Little of Scotland, my vassal, my champion, but wanting independence. Let's go ahead and try and befriend her. 31% chance of success. It's not that great. We don't really get along all that well, I suppose, but we can try. We can try. Start the scheme. Send her a little gift as well, perhaps, to help us along the way. It's not about opinion here. It is about befriending her so she cannot join any factions. Now, she might not be the largest of these potential threats, but she is she's one among many, and she's among the bigger ones, actually. What's going on over here? Defending against King Pampane, son of England. Defending against all this infighting, man. All this infighting. Distracting our vassals from the greater goals. It's unfortunate. Looks like Wales is almost entirely taken. Oh no, we're still... I thought this had been taken. We're still where we were last session. Alright. Back to our war against the Byzantines. 13,000 strong down over here. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. 16,000. 20,000, give or take. We might want to come down over here. Let's win some of these sieges, and then we'll come down with our entire army. I think we'll land at Messina, and then we'll move in. Ricky Cool, hi party. Did you see the Royal Court update? What are your thoughts on that? I think it looks cool. Do you mean like the latest dev diary, or do you mean like just in general everything that's coming with it? Because I'm super excited. I am super excited, Ricky Cool. I think it's a really awesome. Hey, we're no longer a beast. I'm so excited. I lost weight. I'm looking forward to all the crazy changes. They've taken some of the features that were in Crusader Kings 2 and like really blown them up and expanded them. So that's super cool. But the whole idea of having an actual court of physical 3D like court representation, I'm curious how that plays out. They got a lot of cool stuff, and all the artifacts. The idea of going to war for an artifact is so cool to me. like having rights to an artifact and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that DLC. I'm really excited for that DLC. And it's not that far away anymore. I know February sounds like a long way away, but it really isn't that far away when you consider how quickly this year went by. At least for me, I guess it's not the same for everyone. Yes, courses, Wickles. Thank you. Courses is the word I was looking for. Just a real quick check over here, folks. Is the stream still working all right? Looks like okay. One of my preview channel broke, and so I was worried that the stream had broken, but no, the stream looks fine. Let me just quickly. Weird. YouTube's acting up, but it's only on my end. It looks like stream's still going okay. Let me know though, folks. Let me know. Look at the Empire map. Sure. I always forget the Empire. Shift E. I mean, not that this is representative of what the actual situation is. This is representative of the actual situation, after all. As far as empires are concerned, we are the largest. We are the largest and the strongest. Royal Court is so cool, leading heavily into the RP. Oh yeah, very heavily. I do wonder how an Adamite court would look. Yeah, the Adamites, and then there's some Jain faiths as well that that lead into that same line of thinking. Let's put it that way. So I am curious how those end up looking. Lots of carefully placed plants. I guess so. Actually, that's a good point. I am very curious how the Adamite and like other nudist courts look. All right, these guys are going to get away, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and send our siege equipment over. Take this back. Send an army alongside with them, though. Make sure we actually guarantee our victory over here. And maybe not everybody needs to return now. Because these guys are going somewhere, right? That 16,000 is going somewhere. Unfortunately, losing this holding is hurting our war score, so we're going to take that back first. Just keep an eye on these guys, starving as they are. Rough terrain expert, martial increased as well. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, looks like they're coming back. Okay. Great, I'm glad I returned. 26,000 strong over here. Merge this army. We'll let these guys get locked in their movement, and then we'll come down over here. A commander with 27 command isn't bad. Where is Dauphin Blanche II? You're involved in some other war elsewhere. High Chiefess Radoslava, you're the one in charge down over here. Look at that drop, though, from 45 to 27. That is a huge drop. Huge drop. Sweaty Fatty, how's it going? Glad to be able to catch a stream on my lunch break. Cheers from Brazil. Well, cheers to Brazil. Glad you could join in, buddy. Hope you're enjoying it live, and hope you've been enjoying the VODs and all as well. It'd be interesting to see what trying to reform the Zoroastrian Persian Empire will be like with the DLC, and how our throne room evolves, and what hybrid cultures we have to form. Yeah, it's an interesting story. So the Achaemenid Empire, going way farther back in history, of course, but the Achaemenid Empire is what we'll be referencing. Nice. Our dynasty is known far and wide. We are what now? Significant. Soon to be famous. Got completely distracted, and I missed this arrival here. That's not the end of the world. The Achaemenid Empire had a lot of cultures under it, and it's actually a very core part of how they like form their military and stuff as well. So I'm very curious how we can try and adapt that as we play. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my son, Thorstein. We must stop the villain behind this. He might not be a daughter, but still a child of mine. Still a child of mine. Let's see what's going on. On the topic of children of mine, a child of my dynasty. Another Arnie. Let's go with Ormur here. Not as impressive a child. Certainly not going to get the name Hercules. May you grow strong and wise. Discarded child there, caring less for the name. Royal Court is just in a jungle for Jains. Yeah, exactly, Ricky. Cool. Best way to play it safe, right? Best way to play it safe. Let's send these men-at-arms over. Yeah, I suppose we could crush these guys and then crush these guys. Really, we can take on an army that's twice as strong. Fair enough. I've discovered that Jarl Hissinger's inherited contracts oblige him to more than you have collected. Well, time to right this wrong. Go for it. Our Holy Order expands as well. Looking good over here. Oh, are we going to make it in time? That's the question. I think we'll be fine. In we go. Yeah, beautiful. The Battle of Syracusa. I'm sure we'll win this handily. Yeah. One of our valiant soldiers has managed to wound the enemy Heteria Count Isakios. Those reinforcements mean nothing. Those reinforcements mean absolutely nothing. Victory is ours. Come now. So many valiant soldiers. An absolute slaughter. Love that animation at the end too. Beautiful. And with that, victory is ours. No need to prolong this war any further. We'll end this one. We'll take something from Apulia and see what we do next. Hopefully this truce won't last very long. Does it actually say here how long a truce will last? It doesn't. Typically it's calculated based on how much damage was done. I don't know if they changed how that's calculated, but that's how it used to be. It's like depending on how much you actually gained off of them, it determines the length of the truce. Are we going to try and take a Zoroastrian character to glory? Yes. We're going to try and do with Zoroastrianism what we did with Asatru here. Why does it always sound like post-character death Game of Thrones music? Sorry, where, goddammit, Nappa? Also, glad you can make it, buddy. It's been some time. Glad you could join in on the stream today. And probably because that's some of the best music. For real though, I can never be upset at the music in this game. Yeah, let's go ahead and enforce our demands here. Seize this territory for ourselves. Call me whatever names you wish. Your land is mine. Beautiful. Finally. It's unfortunate to have such a grand war for such a small bit of gain, but hey, it is what it is. Disband all of our armies. They will recuperate. We're not going to spend that much time. These alliances don't worry me. 900 strong. Oh, okay, this one's a bit bigger. Hold on. Where is this duchy? Oh, okay. 4,000 strong. Still not a serious concern. I'm not actually worried about those guys. What should we take first, though? I think this little... Ooh. We could take the County of Parma. De jure. Oh, man. I still get comments about the pronunciation of de jure, and I don't think it'll ever end. But that is how you say it. It is not de jure. I used to think so as well, but there is no French there. This phrase went directly from Latin into English. There is no French in between. So as hard as it might be to believe, it is in fact, yes, de jure. If you're speaking Latin, it's de jure, but the English adoption of it is de jure. I get so many comments that range from polite corrections, incorrect as they might be, an attempt at a polite correction, to extremely like vile and aggressive and hateful. And it's just like, yo, relax. Look it up before you try and correct me, because I used to think the wrong thing too. God damn it, you have a week off and you have no idea what to do? Well, hang out here, obviously. It's the obvious answer. What kind of stuff is there to do? Surely this is a busy time of year. Surely there's stuff to go out and about with, right? Surely. But I'm glad coming by is one of the things you decided to do. Classified is what new? Thought it was just a flat 5 years. Sorry, I'm not sure. I'm not catching the reference there. Kevin Le Saulnier, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, again, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. As I think Kay Percy said earlier, over 70 people watching, just about 40 or so likes. 80 people watching now. If you're having a good time, if you want to see more streams like this, if you want to see more Crusader Kings, hit that like button. Really helps me just know what I should do on the channel. The gory, oh my god, David B. Oh, the truce time. So, let's take a quick look. Because we have this truce with Basilius. I guess we don't have any other truces going on right now. Maybe they made it into flat 5 years, but I remember seeing shorter truces. Let's see what happens with Apulia, though we're taking a third of their territory with this war. I'm not sure. Maybe they changed it, but I remember vaguely, maybe I dreamt it, that it was it was based on how much damage you've dealt. I need to look at the game files again, maybe, and check myself before I wreck myself. Duchess Clotilda's claims over here, not big enough. They're just a count each, or a county each, I should say. Nothing major, unfortunately. So why don't we go for this de jure conquest of Parma? Right? County of Parma, declare that war. Yeah, let's go for it. Get that beautiful music going. God, I love it. It's so good. Let's not actually raise our entire army. We don't need everybody for this tiny war. Like, really, that should probably be enough.
Let's roll. We don't need everybody. I need to stop raising our entire host for these tiny wars. My ward has come of age. It seems he is quoting obscure passages to support new ideas and theories as a mastermind philosopher. I'm a great teacher. I am a genius. Until we meet again, Starkauthor. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, we need these reinforcements to arrive. I'm a genius, he says, as he sends his soldiers to their death. Come on now. Our men-at-arms didn't even get raised, actually. Bring them up. There we go. Nice and easy. Early victory. That music is some of my favorite, for sure. Ivan asks... let me know if it's Ivan or Ivan, by the way. I try to get names pronounced correctly. Stupid question, but anyway, how do you deal with choice overload? For instance, say you have 15 to 20 games to pick from and you can't choose. Man, I wish I had an answer to that question. It's not a stupid question at all. Honestly, paralysis by choice, I believe, is the term for it. It's a very real thing when you have too many options and you can't pick one, and it applies to all sorts of stuff, and picking what game to play is absolutely one of them. I honestly... I have days where I will scroll. I'll be like, you know what? I finally have some time where I can relax. Maybe I'll just play a video game and just chill. And I'll spend the hour of free time I have scrolling through my Steam library as opposed to actually picking something to play. It's not easy, but sometimes I'll just be in a mood for something. I'll like anytime I'm in like a historical medieval kind of a mood, I'll be playing Crusader Kings. If I just finished watching Master and Commander, I might be in the mood for Europa Universalis or Napoleon Total War. Not that I've played that in a very long time. It kind of depends. It kind of depends. I like to play a lot of games that are like easy to pick up and drop, like FTL, Faster Than Light, because you don't have to commit, and it's easy to just like chill for a bit. Otherwise, I'm obviously chasing games that are of particular... I'm fortunate that I have the channel so that I can play games that I enjoy that also line up with the channel and what other folks enjoy as well, obviously. So that helps with a lot of decision making. But outside of what I'm playing for the channel, I'm typically playing scroll up and down my Steam library like 9 out of 10 times. A 20-sided dice is not a bad way to do it, actually. Ivan, thank you for the clarification. And let me know if I'm still butchering it. Don't think, just play with your heart. Yeah, it's not easy. When I have too many game choices, I just play Mass Effect, says David B. Not a bad way to go. Yeah, it's good to have like a fallback game. Good to have a fallback game. But yeah, it's typically a matter of what I'm feeling like at the time. Not that I don't play too many games outside of the channel, unless I'm playing them for like a channel video or something anyway these days. So that usually provides me some direction, which really helps. It really helps make decisions. Because otherwise I'd be, just scrolling up and down. As I was doing for an hour at one point last week, I think. I was like, you know what? I need some time off. I should play something. And just scrolling. That's what I played. This kid is comely, and has divine blood, of course, they all do. Thorfinn, sure. May you grow strong and wise. Not worthy of spending too much time on a name there. Victory is ours over here. We are smart indeed. Quite smart. Ooh, an awkward meal. I forgot about our befriend option. Your fallback game is Crusader Kings 3 right now, Jazzy. I try to keep my I try to keep exposure to games I do on the channel to a minimum outside of the channel, like Crusader Kings or what have you. Just because it's I like the surprises that come with it. Like Suzerain, I played minimally before I started my playthrough on the channel because I wanted to see how it unrolls. Right? How do you mean, Ivan? I don't follow. How do you mean? God damn it, Napa. Yeah, exactly. 100k hours and scroll through stream. I wish Steam kept a track of that stat. How long have you spent just scrolling through your library? The Mass Effect trilogy is amazing. I need to replay it, actually. It's been so long. The Mass Effect trilogy minus the last 10 minutes is amazing. There you go. That's the statement. After learning that Queen Sif would be guesting at a manor in the village of Sitges, I realized that it would be the perfect occasion to meet with her. When the time came, I was seated right next to Queen Sif for the entirety of dinner, but I found myself incapable of saying anything interesting. When I departed, I could swear she sent me one of those foulest glances I've ever seen. Wow, okay, well that went terribly wrong. Ends our scheme to befriend Queen Sif. Fair enough. Fair enough. I give up. Wow. Way to go for a first attempt, huh? Let's find somebody else, I guess. Jesus. I guess it doesn't help that she literally, like, hates my guts. No, we even sent her a gift. Man, what a waste of money. Alright, this High Chieftess perhaps next? Oh no, she absolutely despises us. Let's go with Dauphin Blanche II. At least she doesn't hate us, right? I would like her to not be in this faction. Come on now. Come on now. 100% chance of success. That's got to go well, right? I don't think I've ever seen 100% chance of success in anything. And Ivan, I needed a creative escape from my day job, and so I thought I would start a YouTube channel and just have some fun with it, see where it goes. Stellaris was releasing, and I was very excited for it. And I thought, you know, why don't we do a Stellaris video? And the rest is, I guess, you know, history, as they say. Sounds a little more full of myself than I would like to. But yeah, that's how it started. It was I needed something else to do that wasn't my day job, but was also creative. Something that I would have full control over, like creative control over and stuff, and something that lined up with you know, what I enjoy doing. Through university and the early years of my career, like you know, post graduation, I wasn't able to play too many video games because I was so busy with work, and I would just always stay occupied with work, and I stopped playing video games. And video games were one of my earliest sort of, you know, passions. I've been playing strategy games especially since I was like 2 years old, and that's not an exaggeration. I was playing Civilization, not well, but I was playing it when I was like 2 years old. And I've been playing strategy games all my life, and I had not been playing them for a long time, and I needed that creative outlet, however you want to put it, and thus the channel began roughly 5.5 years ago. And lo and behold, I have since quit my day job. It's full-time YouTube now, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's been wild. It's been wild. David B. PDX 100% is epic fail. I don't know. It's not XCOM. It's not XCOM. Yeah, that Holy Roach Empire, the first playthrough attempt. It's funny listening to the vocal quality, to the audio quality back then. I'm shocked that people decided to subscribe to this channel given the audio quality of the Total War Warhammer guide videos, but I'm very appreciative because man, we've come a long way. We've come a long way, and it's fun to look back on some of those old videos sometimes. Well, often. I do it like once a year. I'll look back at some of the old videos just to reminisce. Like I say, I'm a sucker for nostalgia. With my mind set on a relaxing evening, on the topic of, I'm heading for my friend Rogvolod's chambers with some wine and a pachisi board. Without knocking, I push his door open. Jarl Rogvolod is seated by his desk, writing furiously. As I clear my throat, he jumps out of his skin. He quickly stuffs a roll of parchment into his pocket and turns towards me with an uneasy look upon his face. He is my chancellor, my vassal, and friend. We get along. I don't think I doubt him. Right? Classified 2. At 2, I was just happy to not be shitting my pants anymore. I have an older brother, which I think is part of the reason why I was exposed to video games at a younger age as well. Just like having him and his interests influence me. I think that was a big part of it. But my parents like to tell the story of how I learned the alphabet because of video games. My brother and I would play. I assume the game that caused it was Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2. But my brother and I would play it, and it was on PC, not on, like, yeah, it was on PC, so it was using the keyboard for both players, and he would use the arrow keys and the numpad, I believe, and so I would have to use WASD, and I forget what the other keys were. But, you know, how do you tell somebody to use WASD without explaining to them what WASD are? So my parents like to talk about how I learned the alphabet because of video games. And I like to talk about how I learned a lot because of video games. My interest in history was born from video games. Video games are fantastic. Anyway, enough about my childhood. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. No, I'm not going to force him to show me. I think we'll respect his privacy. Again, I do trust him. He is a friend of ours, right? I mean, sure, he's an adulterer, so he does have his flaws, I suppose. But he has written his poetry. We got along. I will respect his privacy. I appreciated Instructions Unclear. They were full of quality, if not audio. I appreciate it. I am proud of those videos. I am quite proud of them. I try not to put out anything that I'm not proud of. Oh man, I would delete so many. When I was still trying to find my voice, I would delete so many videos after they had been uploaded but not released because I'd be like, you know what, that's not good enough, and I'd take it down and I'd start from scratch. Those were stressful days. But I would barely sleep those days. I would come home from work at like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. if I'm lucky, and then I would get straight to working on a video, and I'd be awake until 4 in the morning. I have to be at work at 9 a.m. the next day, because this was also like the early days of my like day job career, so I didn't have the clout to walk in at 10 or 11 and then stay working until 2. But those were some rough early days, but they paid off. They paid off. A gesture of appreciation. A mischievous smile is playing on Jarl Rogvolod's lips. I know I have acted strangely as of late, but for that I apologize. But I had a good reason. Rogvolod gestures for me to follow and leads me to the courtyard. Sat on his horse and dressed for travel is Skjolder. I have arranged a little trip for the two of you. Rogvolod says excitedly, I thought you could use some quality time together. Interesting. Well, thank you. I mean, not exactly what I was... Not something I would have hoped for, I suppose, but I'll take it. I'll take it. God damn it, Nappa. Yeah, exactly. What would the Amazon equivalent be for this era? We already have Market Monday, or Mace to the Face Monday, depending on which neck of the woods you're in, I suppose. But what would the Amazon equivalent be in this era? Something inspired by Musa, I suppose. Yo, the latest epic rap battles is amazing, by the way. I just thought I should mention on that note. Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa. It's pretty good. It's legit. It's legit. A grade. These guys are actually... Oh, okay, no. I was like, they have like 5,000... An army of 5,000 strong. Where are they actually operating? Nowhere important, it seems. Cowards that they are. This siege is almost done. Where are our men-at-arms? Of course, all of our onagers are not actually involved in the siege because, like I said, I'm smart. On the topic of don't we all have flaws? Welcome back, Sahar. Asatru's Day? Oh my god. It looks like witchcraft is spreading a lot more openly now, which is great. Which is great. Man, honestly, I'm so glad that we finally got... oh, I'm still losing weight? I don't know if I should keep doing that. I'll keep an eye out for it, because there is an opposite end to obesity as well, so let's just be careful about that. I thought it would automatically stop once we lost obesity, but I guess not. Oh my god, classified. I can't give a prime example of anything Amazon. God damn. Duke Elio's son and heir has been taken hostage. 95% war score. Not much left to do then. Let's go ahead and maybe wipe this army out. I don't know if their motion is locked just quite yet, but we'll see if we can knock them out, and then we'll come down over here as well, take Salerno perhaps, and that'll be that. The war will probably be over before we take it, actually. Oh, of course they turn away. Oh. Alright. Wait until their movement is locked, and then we'll move in to try and intercept them. There we go. Let's go. Crush them. End this war. Commander significantly improved as well. Gained unyielding defender. Marshal increased as well. Good stuff, good stuff. This battle will be a non-issue. 96% done. Alright. Oh, there we go. There's the 5,000 strong. Huh. I don't know if 2,700 is enough to take on the 5,000, so we might want to loop these guys back, actually. Play it safe. Let's not get too cocky here, right? Let's not get too cocky here. Oh. Who makes it where first? In we go. Okay, beautiful. We've caught them out of position. We'll be fine. Another child of my dynasty. Quenberg, my daughter-in-law, has given birth to a genius. Ketelmunder? Yeah, sure, we can go with that. Have I seen the epic rap battle for Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker? Oh yeah. Yeah. It's always hard to admit that your favorite is the loser, isn't it? But hey, at least we'll always have Boba Fett versus Deadpool. Thor versus Zeus is another amazing one. Another one of my favorites. If you stop losing weight, you'll become a beast again. Oh, really? You have to stay actively on it? All right, good to know. Good to know. Ricky Cool, your first strategy game was probably Warcraft, AoE 2, and Command & Conquer. It's not a bad set. Age of Empires was definitely among my first. I know Civilization was my first, and I know I played Age of Empires pretty early on as well. I was very fortunate to have some very good games while I was growing up. And of course, Command & Conquer and Red Alert. Oh man, Red Alert. So good. So good. So good. We need Command and Conquer generals back, don't we? Okay, good. The reinforcements arrived. We're going to be fine here. How do you trigger the athlete trait? You get events that come up from time to time, like walking the dog, or there's another one I forget. But you get events from time to time. I think you can improve your chance of triggering them if you're actually doing the learning lifestyle tree. Which one is it? Whole of body. I think you can improve your chance of them popping. But otherwise, if you have like a pet dog or something, you'll get events that allow you to acquire it. Questions of punishment. Arnie came to me complaining about Yaromar bullying him. He started asking how to get someone hanged if he felt like they should. Well, as an arbitrary individual myself, I do think, yes, your will is the only law that truly matters. Who is this child? Son of High Chiefess Radoslava, who doesn't like me. You know what? Getting punishment, I think. If his mother liked me, then maybe his death wouldn't be on the ticket, right? Our champions are doing wonderfully over here. Victory is ours. The war is won. The war is won. More commanders are improving significantly. My acquaintance, another one died in the dungeons. Fair enough. Go ahead and enforce our demands. Take this victory. Call me whatever names you wish. And our truce is 5 years as well. You know what? I guess so. Oh, hey. 4th of October is Miss Illy and my's like anniversary, so another significant date. Cause for celebration. Disband the army. Disband these guys as well. Done and done. Alright, I suppose we could wait some time. Let the offensive war penalties reduce a little bit. Give some more territory to our lovely daughter over here. Grant titles. Go ahead and give you Parma. God. I just thought of a terrible bit of wordplay. What do you call the local militia of Parma? The Parma Gendarmerie. Kind of disappointed in myself. Let's go ahead and give Palermo over to our daughter here. She is quite the pal after all. And it'll get our domain size down to something more reasonable, and it'll strengthen her a bit further as well. She's gained some good prestige. She is illustrious. She's done well for herself. She has done well for herself. Grant you these titles. Good stuff. We're getting old, man. We're getting real old. I see. I see. The my comment has gone through. Yeah. Your booze only served to strengthen me, Keith. Xavier groans too. Oh man. Syraxes, you saw it coming. Oh man. Oh man. Whew. That was something. That was something. 15 gold means nothing to me. He stays here. I might need to execute him at some point. A lot of ransom requests coming through, actually. Wow, okay, come on. Stop it. Stop flooding my inbox. Slipping into my DMs, trying to get these prisoners taken away. Let's go ahead and hold a grand blot. Why not? It's been some time. We have no special sacrifice this time, but it doesn't mean we can't hold a grand blot. It is time that all the North Sea comes together to make sacrifice to the gods. These rituals not only bind the faithful together, they confirm my place as High Queen of all the land. Might be our last that we host. We could alternatively wait until the last year of our life, actually. Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's wait until we get that warning. Let's wait until we get that warning. You've been hosting our Chancellor, and you're in love with us. That's great. Blessed to have such grateful servants. Go ahead and get ourselves Benevolent Intent, improving our chance of swaying people. We haven't yet befriended Dauphin Blanche. That's fine. But let's go ahead and... what was I saying? Host a feast. Let's go on a hunt. Host a feast. See what that does for us. The untamed wilds are calling. Sound the horn. We do have 12k, don't we? We do have 12k, don't we? Well, I just don't... There's nothing really to spend that money on apart from, like, sending gifts, I guess. These upgrades, they do nothing but cost some prestige. Okay, I guess they will cost some gold. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and make markets for Market Monday, I guess. So sure, why don't we go ahead and get some of these upgrades. We did unlock that last fascination that is allowing us to do these upgrades now. Yeah, sure. That's a good way to spend money. Why not? That's all of them. That's all of them. The best way to use our money is to have an army raised and just throw it into the wind, basically. Grandson taken prisoner. Jarl Hissinger was taken prisoner. Middle of a war, I suppose. Ooh, a white stag. Yeah, hire some mercs. You just basically, Syraxis, just throw that money away, right? North Sea and the Mediterranean? No, nothing to worry about, man. Nothing to worry about. It's all safe. No one's being hurt here. Oh my God, what is happening to Scotland? Which really is a question you can ask at any time. What is happening to Scotland? It's being torn apart over here. Defending against, oh, the Isles. Another bit of infighting going on over here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. England is still, by the way, still down over here and up over here as well, I believe. England being England, I suppose. Spreading its, let's call it influence. I'm riding ahead of the group as the taiga suddenly grows still around me. The silence is almost palpable, and I struggle to hear even the noise of the horses' hooves. Just as I'm about to turn back to find the others, I glimpse it ahead of me, blurry as in a dream, a stag as white as snow. Like something from a tale. I must have it. Succession is looking pretty alright, Syraxis. It's looking pretty alright. If we take a look at realm succession, you will see that our other daughter, Unir, will gain the Empire of Scandinavia, Albia, and the Chiefdom of Angermanland. We don't have to worry so much about that chiefdom. But the two empires, I would rather she not take, and so we'll be disinheriting her when the time comes. The Kingdom of Bohemia is election-based, so that will be lost either way. Not the end of the world. Again, we have the Empire title that'll hold most of it all together. But yes, Queen Freya will be taking the High Kingdom of Italia, the North Sea Empire, the Kingdom of Iceland, all the important ones. And even still, because of this empire split, I think we'll be disinheriting Unir when the time comes. When the time comes. I would rather our daughters not fight each other. It's been suggested, though, that we maybe give, after the disinheritance and after the succession, we maybe, re-inherit, if that's the word, our sister, it'll be at the time, and give her some territory. Give her some territory. We could, yeah, that's true, we could build up our daughter's infrastructure. Though it costs us prestige, remember, not gold. Primarily it costs us prestige as a tribal people. Though her land might actually be feudal. I follow the white stag into the taiga. An almost unnatural silence hangs heavy over us, and a sudden sound of a voice startles me. My lady, there you are. I turn around to see the rest of my party having caught up to me. As I look back, the stag is gone. You fool! You absolute fool! You scared it away. Huh. As I ponder over this surreal beliefs, coming through with a super chat saying, viewers, join me in donations. Surreal, thank you so very much, buddy, for coming through. I appreciate it. I appreciate you dropping by. I appreciate the super chat as well. Again, I say it all the time. It really does help support the channel, the streams. It just keeps everything alive and running smoothly, as I like to say. Folks, Surreal has told me in the past that he enjoys the shout-outs ever so much, and so I will give him that shout-out, as I always do. Folks, go ahead and check Surreal Blues channel out. No, I'm kidding. He tells me he's not the biggest fan of them, but I can't help myself. Such a great channel, Surreal. How can I not? How can I not direct people to you? If you enjoy the games you see on this channel, you will see more of them on Surreal Beliefs. He has a very RP focus as well, so if you like that, don't hesitate to check him out, folks. This man works harder than anyone I've seen in this field. Make sure you support him, says the guy who works harder than anyone I've seen in this field. But also ignore me. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it greatly. I appreciate it greatly. When are you getting back to streaming regularly? I got to return the favor, bud. This is the same lady when I joined the stream. She is 64. We've been playing her since she was pre-16. She's been exalted amongst men when she's been like 14 or something. Now, about the stag, I will not know rest until I find it. I want that thing. I want that thing. I want its head above my mantle. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to scare you off. Stay. Stay a while. Stay a while. Have a good time. It's all chill vibes here. Attain that Game of Thrones level chaos as your spawn. War for control of the Empire? Nah. That's what a good disinheritance helps avoid. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the taiga behind as the light fades from the sky. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. We return home reinvigorated. No stag, but a feast will happen nonetheless. Crack open the casks. Invite the realm. Send the invitations. Look at these requests for ransom coming through. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright, and spirits are high as the feast begins. Alright, who actually showed up, though? Dauphin Blanche II did not. So many people not showing up. I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of wars going on. There are a lot of wars going on in our realm, so these people are probably a little preoccupied with some of that. But I would say the vast majority of our vassals showed up, so there's that. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Count Orson. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. What a good evening. Becomes my friend, another friend to add to the list of friends I'm trying to make. Can I please see this faction like reduce in strength? It went from 7 members to 6, so that's promising, right? New runestone is another thing to spend a bit of gold on. Good point, Dom. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea, actually. We could spend a significant sum on it, too. I finally persuaded Dauphin Blanche to abandon her misguided support of the Independence faction. Oh, hey, whoa! That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that would be, interesting. That's very interesting. So this ends our scheme, but it only brings her closer to forming a friendship. It doesn't actually get us that friendship, which is not something I've seen in the past. So I guess because she's in that faction, our attempt to befriend her has been about that, her presence in that faction. That's interesting. But yes, she will now leave this Independence faction, and its military strength will go from 29% down to 20%. That is a huge blow. That is a huge blow. These guys will never rise up against me. Queen Sif, we've already tried with you. We cannot try again until 1076. Maybe we should like seduce her instead. Making her our lover will also prevent her from joining a faction. Not a bad way to go about it. Are you strong? 1900. Not weak. Not strong. Again, these guys are pathetic before me, right? I could try and befriend them. 61% chance of success. Send a gift. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. She despises us for many reasons. Negative 84 from offensive wars. Wow. Yeah, big wow. Okay. Let's hold a... Well, so right. We could raise a runestone. That's what it was. That was a suggestion. Where to go? I'm at an activity already. Right, after the feast, I suppose. We will raise the runestone. I do not want to do a grand plot until we are close to death, was the decision I made there. Convert my friend? Oh, yeah, good point. Ah, damn, which one was it? Relationships. This guy. Demand conversion. He might ask for something in return. He might accept. Come on, buddy. I thought we got along. I can send him a gift. 100 gold is nothing to us. 34% chance he might accept. I don't have a hook or anything. What do you guys think? Should I try? I think he's going to ask for a favor in return. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my spy master, Countess Alfrilder, goes on and on about the blessings of family. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lady? Why don't we talk a bit more about you instead? Try and make some more friends, right? Is it bad to have a vassal king? How do you mean, Ugly Tuco? Like vassals who are at a king level? That's it's not a bad thing. I've as an emperor or an empress, I have quite a few vassals who are kings, and there's no harm in that. In fact, the stronger they are, the stronger they can make you. All right, let's go ahead and demand this conversion. See what comes of it. Roll the dice, hope for the best, I suppose. I see the requests in chat. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my husband Sigurбjorn to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as he sees the last few guests off. Until next time, go ahead and improve our daughter's realm. A good suggestion, that. Is there... Oh, you know what? We can't actually... Huh. French culture. Different culture. They're an entirely different people. They're an entirely different people. What can I do for... well, I mean, all this territory will eventually go to my daughter anyway, right? Oh, cool. We have the Colosseum and the Aurelian Walls as well. Over here, we are tribal, so we can't do any of this stuff. Yeah, I guess our tech will hold us back and everything. We can't even improve our daughter's territory. Let's go ahead and develop capital. Stresses us out a little bit. So sure, plan the development. And let's go ahead and, what was I looking for? Raise a rune. Customary among the Norse to erect carved monuments to commemorate important events. But what to carve? 245 gold. It is nothing, man. It is nothing. Where is your capital? Doesn't Rome have insane? Our capital is still Reykjavik, and I'm hard pressed to change it from Reykjavik to something else. It's been Reykjavik forever, and so I'd like to hold on to that right until the end. Development of 6. You know, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. What is Rome's development at actually? It's a good point. Let's see, Rome specifically, rather, I suppose. Development of 38. Yeah, see, it's not that much of a difference. It's small. It's nothing. It's nothing major. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We'll be fine. Reykjavik's fine. To my liege, I hereby invite you to a feast at my court in Mjö. It will be a grand affair, worthy of your honorable presence. All right. It'll be my pleasure. I am a bit of a party animal, so I can't say no. Rocks through the ages. Subject. Every runestone tells a message of some significant event in the life of the commissioner. From the smallest peasant to a high queen like myself, the stone records all. What shall this monument speak of? Duke Elio. He was not really a big conquest there, but fair enough. Perhaps my vanquished foe, Duke Elio. Got us boiling anger down over here waiting as well. Now that I've decided what to put on my runestone, the question remains where to place it. Memorials to victory, such as my triumph over Duke Elio, are a constant reminder of a war's glorious end. They are best placed in areas that require encouragement to cooperate. Of course, 1 or 2 spots do spring to mind. Venezia, rather, I should say. An older conquest, but a rather beautiful one. Sure. Venezia it shall be. Not that we conquered it in that war, but neither of those places we conquered in that run, in that war. Jazzy B, what doesn't seem worth it? And Syraxis says, I like having strong vassals that love me, but it's better when you have a feudal contract so you can make them give you lots of levies. Yeah, strong vassals have their place. It's good to have strong vassals. It keeps things organized. It's helpful with making sure rightful lieges and stuff are organized as well. It keeps vassals happy. It's important to have powerful and higher level vassals for sure. David B says, as your empire gets bigger, you have to have kingdom level vassals. Too many duchies and you'll blow past your vassal limit. That's true as well, yeah. And doing that will upset your vassals tremendously. I could get my steward increasing development. That's true as well. That's actually a good point. All right, what's this now? Boiling anger. You might be a high queen, but you're also a two-faced witch. Is that an insult? I take pride in that. The unprovoked anger expressed by my vassal, Mayor Signy, comes as a complete surprise. She has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this, that even she struggles, it's calming. I forgive her. Stress takes us all, doesn't it? But sorry, what was that suggestion? Get our steward. Always flip these two around. Get our steward rather than collecting taxes, which we really don't need. Get them increasing development. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Increase development. 18 months. It's, okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. And actually, that reminds me, we should be converting faith as well. We have Asatru in Rome. Yeah. Oh, look at... Yo, Asatru has actually spread... Oh, no, this is Catholic. Oh, no, this is all Asatru. Yeah, this is all Asatru. Good stuff. Looks like our daughters are actually converting quite a bit of this land. That's fantastic. Because our vassals for the longest time were not, remember? So this is actually fantastic. Why don't we go ahead and get Viterbo here converted? Sure, it'll only take 6 years. We'll keep at it. Good stuff. I did not realize we were doing so much converting. Well, not we, but our vassals. Oh, hey! Count Orson has decided to follow us into the light and convert to Asatru. Blessed be Odin. That actually worked out. Good call, guys. Good call. Every one of our friends is Asatru. Good stuff. And a warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host, Count Raoul, has welcomed us all to the feast. Man, I cannot see that name without thinking about football. The one and only Raoul. This better be worth my time. We don't get along, we might end up murdering him. How is Orthodox so huge? It's not that huge. It's only the extent of the Byzantine Empire. Right? So they've not grown past their own work. How, actually, seeing the religions reminds me, how are these guys doing? Another alliance! 2,400 strong. Yo, this is good stuff. I want them to grow. I want to enable them. More witchcraft spreading across. Excellent. Conversions happening. We've got the feast we're at. We've raised the runestone. Just kind of trying to wait for these truces to end, I guess, right? 3 years, 4 years. We're close. Italia will be ours. There's not much else to fight for. Let me check, actually, decisions. Dismantle the papacy, whatever it is. Where are we? Italia. We do not need any territory in Tyrol. Okay, I just wanted to double check to make sure. We could still war more, but I don't think it's a terrible idea to try and reduce the offensive war penalty in opinions, right? What about founding university? Development of 40 somewhere. Yeah, right. As if we'll get there. Though I need to check something here. Okay, no, we're fine. I think we're okay with requirements. Yeah. I was a little worried there for a second. Just a touch. What's our goal now? We need to dismantle the papacy. One of those two. And indeed, what happened to Francia? Seems they learned how it feels to lose everything. Am I right? Oh boy. But no, for real though. What happened there? A succession situation or something else? Not 100% sure, but the title, the kingdom title of West Francia has fallen. If I were to declare war over here, quite a few claims we could. Oh, useless claims. Any large claims that we could push, perhaps? Any duchies? No, it's all counties. We could try and invite, air quotes, a claimant over, I suppose, and get a nice big duchy out of here. The Duchy of Toulouse is not actually this large. It would be like Burgundy or something that we'd try and hit. And it's I guess it is largely under. Oh, hey, hang on. Yeah, these guys are Mu'alladi. Yeah, you're right. It is under Muslim rule. Huh. Seems that us dismantling Christendom, I suppose, has helped the Muslims take more than just the Iberian Peninsula. Amazing. All right, in the face of unfriendliness, my vassal, High Chiefess Radislava, keeps shunning my efforts to befriend her. She's made it clear that she thinks she will never ever consider me highly, or even just better than an earthworm. Alright, this is difficult because they're hostile to me, reducing my scheme power. Yeah, we really don't get along. A meal to die for. Oh, I forgot about this child that had bullied my kid. The thing I do is I make my capital really developed and build a lot within the duchy. Is this something I should change and better go? No, it's not a bad thing to do. I will say, like, developing is... It shouldn't be a priority. It helps, but it doesn't help as much as some of the other things that your steward and stuff can do, such as collecting taxes. But at this scale, with how much money we're making without that extra tax bump, like, we don't need to worry about that, which is why we're focusing a bit on development. Otherwise, it's not the most important thing, I would say. At least that's my opinion. Until you get to a certain scale where you really don't have anything else that's worth pursuing. Converting county faith is also not really worth doing unless there's a particularly problematic county, but the scale that we're at, and because of us being tribal and able to declare war without fabricating claims, it's an ideal use for our court chaplain. Right, so it is very situational. It is very situational, but typically you'll be collecting taxes and fabricating claims, but we're in a position where things are a little different. I mean, I'd even be tempted to integrate titles if it didn't take hundreds of years to do, but that's just not worth it. So instead I have my chancellor with domestic affairs trying to improve relations with some of our vassals. But yes, a meal to die for. This child, again, was bullying my kid, and their mother and I don't get along. In fact, I'm trying to befriend his mother, and because of her crude behavior, I'm going to go through with this. A duck was gifted to Yaramar alone. It'll be rubbed with poison, and the bed of herbs will mask the smell as it is served. The deadly bitterness will be the last thing my target ever tastes. Bon appetit, Yaramar. I also see absolutely zero reaction to my Toulouse bit of wordplay there, and listen, let me tell you, that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop me. Healthy eater. That bird became the last thing Yaramar ever ate. Even better, in his death throes, a bone got stuck in Yaramar's throat, and now it is unclear exactly what killed him at all. Must have been something he ate. That's what you get. I hope you suffer. We could have been friends. This could have all been avoided. Could have all been avoided, but no. A notable guest has arrived, an experienced fighter. Again, his prowess, his berserker status, none of it matters because he is a man, and he cannot serve in our armies, not unless he is close family, right? I once took a kingdom 3 times my size by just being significantly more developed. I had 8 or so counties. I mean, development definitely. If you want to play super tall, you definitely want to focus on development because it helps in a few different ways. But like, again, our capital has a development of 6, and it's really not like held us back in any way, I would say. I think development will probably matter a fair bit more once we see like a republic, like a DLC that enables republics and that kind of stuff. I hope it matters more because at present I feel like it's never really something I give due consideration. Much like building buildings, it helps, but it's not something I think about constantly. You know, loyalty or fear. As their high queen, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but how much is obedience without devotion worth? In times of crisis, a slow response or a half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? I can win their unwavering loyalty. Stresses me out because I'm arbitrary. Fear is a far more effective tool. I'm not going to hurt one of my people, or I have more important men to impress. I'm not going to try and impress Basilius here. No. I will win their unwavering loyalty. As upset as it might make me, it's the most logical of options there. How far away are we from these wars? 3 years, 4 years. All right, fair enough. A secret exposed. Oh. Once more, we must call the guards. Both of these are my vassals. All right, this crime cannot go unpunished. Call the guards. Release them, of course. Demand their conversion. That is why they strayed, because they're Catholic. Known to sin like this, right? A weak hook as well, thank you very much. Negotiate your release. Chiefess Bjor gets to walk free, of course. Going out King Joffrey style? Wait, how do you mean? We could dismantle Toulouse, yeah. I'm trying to cool off our offensive war penalty a little bit before we declare our next war, which won't be too far away from now, actually. We are getting up there, though. We are getting up there. But yeah, we could definitely dismantle these guys. We could declare some quick wars and take the county of Brie to go with our champagne and our pizza. We could hit up Frisia, right? Get rid of some of these pockmarks again. I'm surprised that none of my nearby vassals are doing any of that, actually. Svanhildur has improved her prowess by 2. Excellent. Giovanni died in my dungeons. Lots of witches being inducted. Good stuff all around. Speed time up a little bit over here. What do you guys think? It's a good thing we're in good health. Else I'd say there's no time to lose in taking the rest of Italia. There you go. We are feeling fine. We are feeling fine. Ooh, calls for Toki to be declared Nithing. Hey, listen, if the early events told us anything, he is quite a thing. A parade of important locals from Reykjavik have spent the day trooping through my hall, each one with a unique grievance against my son, Toki. Some complain about his behavior, others his honor, but all agree on one thing. He's a disgrace to the court. The unwashed masses call for nothing less than a declaration of Nithing, casting him out. My court chaplain, Gerther, insists that his behavior is actually quite pious, but the snarling burghers claim Gerther simply doesn't have to deal with the consequences of such a virtue. No, come on. Toki is blameless. He is my son, after all. How can he be? How can he be hated like this? Toki is blameless. He just needs to shut his windows more often, I guess. Lazy vassals indeed, man, for real. For real. Easy targets over here. Not taking them. King Reynard of Lotharingia has accused my vassal, Queen Ida, of having had an extramarital affair with her lover, Giselberto. How could she defile the sanctity of her marriage? Oh my god. Asatru French. This crime cannot go unpunished. Call the guards. And there's this music. The scandal that comes of this infidelity. My vassal, Queen Ida, has been showing the signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought that her husband, King Sigmund, was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father-to-be is none other than Giselberto, a low-born evil lackey. What a scandal. What a scandal indeed. We will negotiate your release. I will gain this weak hook on you. I will not banish them, as the money is worth nothing to me. Keep my vassals in check, I suppose. Stop putting ladders up. The walls must just be really easy to climb. Like, really easy to climb. Make them sheer, goddammit. Our cat's name was indeed, yes, Loki. That was a long time ago. Gain support for conversion. We should maybe consider that as an option. Though, aren't we already converting Vita? We are. Oh, nice. My daughter Unnr has given birth to a daughter. An Amazonian one. Saga. You know what? That's a well-respected name in our lineage. Saga it shall be. Good stuff, good stuff. See, so Ishmael and... oh no, so Ishmael is the one who brought that Herculean trait. Good stuff. Saga, may you grow strong and wise. Look at that. A prowess of 10 at the age of 0. What a warrior. What a warrior. Oh my god, Wickles. Y'all should climb that like button like our sons' women climb the walls to see him. My lord. That's up there with the caressing in the latrines. The white stag. Oh, we're still thinking about it. My lady, this search of yours for a mere beast, I have to admit, it worries me. My court chaplain Gertha reproaches me as I sift through the reports of new sightings of the white stag. Evidently, anything that demands so much attention could be sent by Loki, as if its existence is not a sign of the All-Father himself. The stag is a messenger from Odin. Okay, I might be correct, gaining me some piety. It is none of your business. Insulting my court chaplain, I don't think is fair. Or I can admit defeat. No, the stag is a messenger from Odin. Must be. Oh, she's our court chaplain's not very happy about our stance there. She can deal. She can deal. Market villages completed in Reykjavik. Good stuff, good stuff. How are our truces looking? Almost done. 10:51. September. Almost done. Prowess 10 on a newborn. That baby is Wonder Woman, hell yeah. Put a sword in the child's hands and it can kill most adult characters. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. It's a good granddaughter. I mean, she's definitely gonna end up a witch. You know, it's wild to me to not have to worry about having more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like witchcraft conversions happening. What is this infighting going on over here? Oh, looks like it's over. Fair enough. Is our daughter over here in any wars? She is. This war, the Sami King's war over here has been going on for so long. 1039. 10 years this war has gone on. 10 years. Can I demand it come to an end? Don't think I can I? I don't think I can. Kingdom of Sweden on one end. Sapmi on the other. Nothing I can do to end this fighting. Stop vassal war. Oh, yes I can. Sami war for King Buthli's claim on the Jarldom of Ostergotland. Queen Duoya will like me less. She is a powerful vassal. We'll send her a gift to appease her. But this war has to come to an end. It is wasting the realm's resources when they could be spent conquering more territory outside of the realm. Come on now. Let us send this demand. End this fighting. See if she accepts. We'll send her a gift as well, like I said. Alright. A cold meeting. Home of Animals, how's it going? Gotta go but want to say hi. Well, thanks for dropping by and saying hi. Oh, can you actually see dislike counts? Interesting. Thought they got rid of that already. Alright. Despite our previous disagreements, High Chiefess Radislava's advisors suggested a meeting as an opportunity to clear out our differences and leave any swords behind. Unfortunately, while well intended, our encounter did little else than remind me why we do not get along. I should not have attempted this. Fair enough. It is what it is. The Sami War for King Buthli's claim on the Jarldom of Ostergotland ends in a white peace. Greetings, my liege. I will, of course, obey your wisdom and desire. While my cause is just, I will give it up for now, for the good of the realm. An obedient servant is a good servant. Queen Freya gains opinion of me. I thought she'd be more. Oh no, Queen Freya. That's the other. That's the target of this war. Either way, an end to this fighting. Go ahead and send a gift to express our gratitude. Good stuff. Turn your attention to something elsewhere, please. What is our daughter here up to? This other war. The Talava conquest of the county of Livs. Foreign ruler. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Keep that going. I'm not going to stop that. Yeah, expand our realm. Go for it. More market villages have been completed. Excellent. That was a gift that we sent as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Tried doing a seize all de jure lands on BE on the Byzantine Empire in my own game, and it costs 14k. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. Zach Dan's, glad you can make it live today, buddy. Glad you can make it. And Selling Ganja, how's it going? I keep wanting to read Selling Ganja. But I assume it's Selling Ganja. But you let me know. Let me know if I've been saying it wrong all along. It's always a possibility. Oh, what is this? Dear Sister Ear, the time has come for the Flatneffer Coven's grand rite. I invite you to worship Freya on the night of the full moon. Together we shall chant her name and delve deep into her mysteries. Well, this is interesting. Someone else is hosting a grand rite, and they would like me to be there. I can't wait, of course. Of course I'll accept the invitation. I'm glad it's not just me who can do it. And it seems as though Sumarlithi Flatneffer has become an aspiring blade master. My brother and champion, he is a shield swain of ours, prowess of 15. Just slightly better than that newborn. Just slightly. Sebastian S. Rivera, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. Again, if you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. It really does make a big difference. Just letting me know, what y'all like to see on the channel. You did indeed, Keith. You did indeed. I'm like 80. I'm like Ricky Cool. I'm like an 80-20 split. On how sure I am. At the eve of the grand rite, we gather in an isolated glade. The great bonfire is warming our backs, and the air is heavy with excitement. Countess Thordis leads us through a spectacular ceremony. The ancient prayers roll off our tongues in an enchanting pattern full of beauty and promise. We begin to dance, building towards a magnificent crescendo. We reach it together, howling her name at the moon as one. Now that the main ceremony is finished, we are free to worship as it pleases us. That's pretty cool, because somebody else made that first decision, and they decided to have this, song and dance and all that. Pretty cool. We could experiment with herbs. Why not? Let's experiment with some herbs. We did it last time. We'll do it again this time. Together we have worshipped Freya, exchanged sacred knowledge, and tied deep bonds. My mind is buzzing with new ideas, but my body is in desperate need of rest. A warm bed has never felt so tempting. May she watch over us until the next grand rite. Good stuff. And I do believe this is the year... Yes. Well, sorry, no, we're 16 months away from being able to declare a fresh war. Neighboring ruler won war. As long as it don't affect us. How's this going? Actually losing this. Oh, wait, hold on a second. It's a defensive war. I just realized it's not an offensive war, it's a defensive war. Fair enough. At least now our daughter can pay attention to this war rather than be distracted by the war that was happening up north. What the hell is this? What is this nonsense? Defending against King Balthor II, Bragison of East Francia, and the East Franconian claim on the Kingdom of Sweden. Listen, you are lucky that you're allowed to hold any land. Stop this war. Ooh, what is this? Kingdom of Estonia. Okay, first of all, let me check what this is. Let me check what this is. Defending against. Oh, okay. Well, it's not going to work in our favor. He's close to winning this war, actually. I would be quite upset if my liege lord came through and asked me to stop. But this war has been going on for 5 years. Stop this fighting. I feel kind of bad about that, I'll be honest. I feel kind of bad. made cookies this weekend. Oh, I was like, oh, hey, we'll talking about baking. I didn't realize the connection earlier there, Wickles. How are they? Have you tried them yet? Can you change Crown Authority? We could up it, I suppose. We could up it. Is there any value to be gained from doing that, though? Akim Ernest, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. Again, like I said moments ago, if you are, let me know down below. Hit that like button. I was shocked when I caught Arnie trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Countess Cecile. He blamed a game another child had invented, but I could tell he was lying. If you're going to lie, you have to learn to get away with them. You can be deceitful. It's fine. It's fine. Greetings, my impressive liege. I have come too close to my goals to give them up for nothing. I will yield if you promise me future restitution. You know what? I love it. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that happened. Because it makes sense. Like I said, I would be upset if at that stage of the war, at plus 76% war score, my liege were to come through and make that kind of a demand of me. And I'm glad the AI does that too. Emil Olander Lorenz, thank you very much for subscribing, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. Again, as I said, if you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. And to all the subscribers, new and old, if you're enjoying the company, the community, don't hesitate to join the Discord. It's a fantastic place to hang out with some fantastic folks. It'll give him a favor. I don't know about giving him a favor. I would much rather he just takes the Kingdom of Sweden, you know? It's not like it's family in charge. I mean, it's extended family in charge here. But not immediate family, not like an aunt or a daughter or anything like that. So you know what? Let them have their fighting. Fine. You should be doing as I say, no matter what. Let the war continue. Let the war continue. I am glad though that came up as a counterpoint, that they don't just like bend the knee and all that. Diplomacy perk available. Let's go ahead and get ourselves inspiring rule, even more prestige. From a very specific case, though, so it's not actually going to trigger for us, I don't think. More witches, good stuff, good stuff. Dear Sister Ear, the time has come for the Flatnefer Covenant's grand rite. I invite you to... Yeah, I can't wait. Seems like we're going to have a couple of these parties, eh? Wickles, thank you for dropping those links in chat. Party bot being a little slow today. That's unfortunate. It's Monday. It's those Monday feels, right? My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my daughter Unnr that is plotting against my son, Thorstein. Are you for real? Why would you do such a thing? That vile fiend. Why? It's a good thing that she's not been landed yet. Maybe I should disinherit her now for trying to kill her own family, her own brother. If there ever was an excuse, if there ever was a good reason to disinherit, it would be this. She'll be upset, of course, but she'll just have to deal with it. She'll have to deal with it. How dare she stand against her own family like that? Unacceptable, Unnr. Unacceptable. Still my champion, still my daughter, but I think that's a fair punishment for what she was trying to do there. The succession also is now secure. Everything will go to my lovely daughter, Queen Freya. Unfortunate, but in some ways fortunate as well. Kind of worked out. Now we have a narrative that we can use. Dragonfey, how's it going? Glad you can make it live. Having a beautiful Monday, I hope. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, exactly. If you're going to do it, don't get caught. To quote a famous artist from our generation, be good or be good at it, right? If you're going to be bad, don't get caught. At the eve of the grand rite, we gather in an isolated glade. The great bonfire is warming our backs, and the air is heavy with excitement. Court chaplain Guthmundur leads us through a spectacular ceremony. The ancient prayers roll off our tongues in an enchanting pattern full of beauty and promise. We begin to dance, building towards a magnificent crescendo. We reach it together, howling her name at the moon as one. Now that the main ceremony is finished, we are free to worship as it pleases us. Ooh, ask Orvar to instruct me in the art of strategy. Interesting. Yes, you know what? I'm curious about this. I'm curious about this art of strategy, as it were. You know, I don't mind being a bit of a warrior type after all, right? Become a stalwart leader. Increase our prowess. I'm not going to reduce cast a spelly cost. That's like irrelevant to us at this stage. Yeah, sure. Stalwart leader it shall be. Even at this age, we are decent at fighting. Not amazing, but decent. Sounds good, Dragonface. Sounds good. Mondays usually keep you busy, I take it. And we did finally make the Coven. Yes, we've had quite a few grand rites already. Carnal times escape mercy. I don't know. I think we're gonna stay loyal to we've thrown so many people into jail for being adulterous. You know, it feels wrong. Feels wrong to go back on that. Though I guess the rules don't apply to a High Queen. Does your head of faith have insane amounts of money like the one in the Catholic faith? I am the head of faith. I am our head of faith. So I guess yeah, we do have an insane amount of money. we founded this faith. We reformed it and made ourselves the head, of course. So that's us. Ooh, my grandson Jarl Orvar has joined me for a full moon rite in honor of Freya. As the host, it is my duty to lead us in prayer. Let's see. Mother of Secrets, lend me your power, giving me a clear mind for 10 years. Or, wise mistress, bring Orvar peace and clarity, making him like us more, potentially making a friend, and giving him the benefits of that clear mind, I suppose. No. I think we should take care of ourselves a little bit here. We are, you know, stressing out a little bit. Mother of Secrets, lend me your power. If it was my daughter, perhaps I would reconsider. Another knight became a blade master here. Matilda. Ho, prowess of 23. Yikes. There's some serious numbers over here. Amazonian, married to a Herculean. Oh, this is the one that their kids are all Herculean. Their kids are all Herculean. So we have quite a few solid warrior children being born here. Good stuff. Another grand rite. I can't wait. It's a lot of grand rites, man. They stop being grand if there are so many of them. Oh, gotcha, Dragonface. Yeah, if you're working at a bakery, early mornings or yeah, wow. It is. You do a great service to the world, though. There's nothing like a bakery early in the morning. Despite not being a morning person, I've made a trek as early as possible to a bakery every once in a while. It's worth it. Thank you for for being part of what makes that possible. All right, what do we have over here? More dancing and singing. Yeah, seems to be the most common of picks. The art of poetry. My mother was a poet. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at it myself. Irsa, instruct me in these ways. Learning perk gained over here. It's kind of interesting, actually. Kind of interesting. Your wards can get additional skills and can become your friends. Let's go with theologian here. We've been of relative piety for some time now. It's a lot of grand rites. I do appreciate it, Dragonface. I appreciate it greatly. It really does mean a lot, and it's hard to put it into words how much it means that folks would support the channel in that way. So I do appreciate it greatly. Thank you very much. David B, that bowl of slugs is sounding better. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things. Oh no, the king of Novgorod has passed away. Our alliance here has ended. Not the end of the world. They were a strong ally, but we didn't really need them, per se. Another child, a daughter-in-law has given birth to another son. Intelligent. Alfred, sure. Too many children to name lately. Oh my god, the populist uprising over here has gained some territory too. We now have 2 populist uprisings that have managed to establish territory. What? Not just 2, we have 3 populist uprisings. What is going on with the world? What is going on with the world? I say as I zoom back to take a quick peek. Any of my vassals do anything impressive? Sweden all the way down over here, losing against East Francia. Oh, made some gains right there, but they're not doing too hot. Over here, no wars. Fair enough. Evening Reflections, another poem dedicated to me, it seems. Valium Gaming, I'm finally caught up on the previous casts and my first live stream. Well, glad you could make it, buddy. Hope you've enjoyed the story so far. It's been quite the saga. Pun entirely intended, of course. The Coven is just like a stats dump. Yeah, I mean, getting that earlier, and even for our heirs now, it's an easy way to gain extra perks and stuff, eh? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The power of pink, David B. Yeah, for real. These populist uprisings. Yeah, hopefully nobody gets any ideas in our own realm. But look at Toulouse over here, being torn apart. Jeez. Alright. Evening reflections. I sip at my mug of spiced wine, eyes scanning over my latest scrawled work. Oh my god! Oh my god! Poetry! We're becoming a poet! We're becoming a poet! It's happening! I'm so happy. So much is happening this session. So much is finally coming together. I've wanted to be a poet forever. Ever since the Northern Lords DLC arrived and the free update with it, I've wanted to be a poet. And now, finally, our chance is here. Quarrel and rage. When red-plumed war comes to her lands, it'll never find a keener set of hands. Then all shall tremble as she takes field, her scything blows too harsh to heal. Truly, I am one of the great artistic minds of my age. Perhaps I should have poured a bath instead. No, writing is fun, but I don't know about rhyming. Making me a journaler. No. It is a fine verse. What shall I muse on next? Yo, that's amazing. That's amazing. Giving us +1 diplomacy per level of fame, too. And it's virtuous to Asatruans. A fine verse indeed. Yo, +5 to our diplomacy from poetry. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I don't even... What can I do? I know I should be able to torture people with my poetry. Ooh, actually, on that note. Who do we have here? Euphrosyne de Montague. If I'm not mistaken, can I not pick how to torture you? Is it a random occurrence? Let's try with a lowborn. Not that they'd be able to appreciate our rhyming. I don't think we have a lowborn actually. I think we've already gotten rid of all the lowborns in our dungeons. We have so many prisoners. What am I doing? All right, listen, you, the Montague. You're my experiment, I suppose. This bold fool will be upset at me, but they're nobody to me. Let's see what comes of this. Let's see what comes of this. Hey! What do you know? What do you know? Witch, poet, empress. Just a few of your titles. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with this. You're a poet and didn't even know it. Hell yeah. Natalie's poems are quite fantastic indeed. Oh my god, David B. Too late for Toulouse. They too lost much land. God. They deserve it for all their philandering, am I right? Yeah, we could go on a pilgrimage, that's true. But this is a pretty solid episode, Jazzy B, as you jinx us with that nothing can go wrong now. Pretty solid. Yeah, we can totally write poems for people as well. But this torture event is something I've been wanting to have forever. I've never had it. In all my playing, never had it. So I'm so glad we could have it happen today. When one can twist words for pleasure as well as myself, twisting them for harm is a simple matter. Taking out the long volume of poetry from my arm, I unfurl it, letting the scroll hit the floor and roll gently backwards out the door. Then, I start my reading. It had to be done. It's just a long poem. I love it. Probably full of puns as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. Beautiful. Brings me much joy. We could take a look at some of our maybe vassals who don't like us. I love that all of our rivals are imprisoned by us too. It's pretty good. You know what? Actually, hang on a second. I have that happening, and I'm not presenting any poetry to them. It's because their family might be problematic. What's the worst that could happen? But yes, let's take a look at some of our vassals. Queen Ida over here of Lotharingia, not the biggest fan of ours. Let's send her a poem. Why not? A touching personal work to Queen Ida. As this poem is positive, Ida may accept it immediately if she has a high enough opinion of you. Fair enough. So it's a diplomacy challenge against Queen Ida. 99% chance that the poem is lauded, 1% that it is mocked. It can be a work about legacy, about mourning. Oh, interesting. Losing stress, a work about strife, gaining some prestige, or a work detailing their incompetence. Why don't we try and befriend Queen Ida over here with a work about strife? We didn't lose any territory with the Byzantines. We'll check real quick. Send this poem first. The poem is mocked. How dare you? What are the chances? Literally 1%. Are you kidding me? We didn't lose any territory with the Byzantines. No. We have everything. We got our territory down over here. We still have this territory up over here. We're all good. We're all good. Now, what are the chances, though? Ah, here we go. When one twist... Okay, look, it's the exact same thing. I could listen to her screams for hours. Oh my god. Screaming in response to poetry. I wish there was a little snippet. I wish there was a little snippet of the torturous poems. It would be nice. It would be nice. Who else can we write a poem to? Countess Blanche over here. No, where is that? Where is Radoslava? Radoslava, I have a poem for you as well. Oh, 1050. I gotta wait 3 years. Takes that much energy to become to write a new poem. I guess that's reasonable. IJO or is it EJO? Please let me know. I like to get it right. Joining in as the latest channel member. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it greatly. As you maybe have heard me say it before, really helps support the channel, keep these streams alive and possible, running smoothly. Keeps it all sustainable. Folks, throw up those banners, throw up those E's, give a warm welcome to our latest channel member as a warden, no less. Thank you very, very much. Again, I do appreciate it greatly. Seems as though I'll have to update our end credits again this week. A few new members today joining in. There we go. There we go. Nice to see the E. Nice to see the banners. Throw them up, folks. A warm, warm welcome to our newest member. It is greatly appreciated. Man, these truces, though. 3 more months. It's unfortunate, too. The war with Apulia has to be 2 separate wars. And the war with the Byzantine Empire as well has to be multiple separate wars. I wish we had that kingdom war available to us. Though I shouldn't wish it too loudly, because then we'll get a succession situation instead. Yo, our daughter's doing really well for herself. 7,300 strong, prestige of 4,000 plus, gold over 1,000. She's done well for herself. She is 40 as well, though. Damn, she's getting real old. Her heir is Princess Alfrilder. Hale, intelligent, not too bad. Perhaps I should give her some land as well. Give her an early start. Ah, there we go. I love to see it. Love to see it. It's like Ejo. Got it. If I ever get it wrong, feel free to correct me, by the way. I will never be upset at somebody correcting me on how to say their name or username correctly, so feel free to correct me if I ever get it wrong. But thank you very, very much. I appreciate it greatly. Don't hesitate as well, of course, in our Discord to hit either myself or one of the Grand Arbiters up. There are mods. They'll get you your rightful rank and color if you would like to take those on as well. But yes, thank you very much. Princess Alfrilder, if you are my daughter's heir, let's get you an early start as well, right? Grant you some titles, maybe, if I can. I guess should be able to. I should be able to. Princess Alfrilder. How can I check? I'm just checking here. I'm not actually giving Rome away, but just to check. If I were to grant 2. Your daughter, do I not have my grandchildren as an option? I should. What's the best way to do this? Find her name, but I can't find her name because she has a difficult name. I guess I could go by age. Child. Looking for a 10-year-old. By age. Zeros. Go up to the 10s, right? So many kids in this. There we go. 10, 10, 10. Countess. Not a ruler, I suppose. I can do female. Relation. All is fine. Unlanded. Huh, weird. Can I not grant land to my grandchildren? Is because she's not in my court, right? I guess I could pull her into my court. No harm in doing that. Invite to court, she will accept. And, well, maybe we'll save that for after we've actually gained some territory down over here. We'll give her what's left of Apulia and whatever we gain from the Byzantine Empire after our next war. And that way she'll be close to her mother. And maybe they can work together to expand their territory together or something. But yeah, she has to be in my court, I guess, yeah. Good point. She has a pressed claim look. Dear sister Ear, another grand rite. I can't wait. All these parties. It's a good way to improve our stats, I guess, if you want to play it that way. We already gained the herbalist trait. Queen Cecilia's improved her martial as well. Good for her. There is a dangerous faction. Oh, this independence faction has actually grown quite strong. Okay. The art of commerce for stewardship. No. Let's experiment with some herbs over here. Hang on a second. This isn't ideal. Queen... Oh, no. Oh, I love this. I love that Queen Doya here has joined the this independence faction. It makes perfect sense. She's upset at us because we asked her to stop that war, and she's taking it out on us. Damn. Okay, that is dangerous. That's very dangerous. She's almost 10,000 strong all on her own. We could try and befriend her. 12 months it'll take. Guaranteed success, but 12 months is no short time. Our dread is kind of low. We could do some executions, I suppose, to help with that. But I would like to try and do the befriend route over here, rather than depend so much on executions. Yeah, I need to stay on that, Dom. Absolutely. I really love, from a storytelling perspective, I love that Queen Doya here has joined that faction, because it makes sense. Because it makes perfect sense. I stopped one of her wars of conquest, and now she's like, well, if I can't do it under your reign, then I'll do it myself. Some real good storytelling in this game. Just kind of like, what's it called? There's a term for it when like stories come out of gameplay, not generative. Oh damn it! There's a word. It's a specific kind of play, and it's one of my favorite things, and I can't remember the term for the life of me. And absolutely, Jazzy, we will be getting a world tour. That poem really pissed off that queen. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I think we're... Oh, you know, maybe Dragonfay, that's a good point. Just to play it safe, I should probably educate our grandchild. You're right. Just to play it safe. In Padua? Where are you? You're like completely nowhere, eh? Fine, let's go ahead and invite you to the court at least, and then we'll educate her, because that is a good point. That is a good point. We can't have her not be a witch. I'm pretty sure her mom would make her a witch, but better safe than sorry, right? Commander significantly improved, gained forder, and martial increased as well. Another grand right, fair enough. Euphrosyne died after hearing my poems. Fair enough, fair enough. Experiment with herbs or the art of scheming. We're already good at the art of scheming. Experiment with herbs. Okay, zooming in like this and seeing this breakdown is terrifying. Go ahead and... Yeah, we can grant titles now. But I was going to... Who is your guardian? King Einar. No, I don't think so. I will teach you myself. I will teach you myself. Make sure she becomes a witch 4 years before that decision comes up, right? But yes, we'll grant her some territory after we win our wars against Apulia and the Byzantine Empire down south over here. The world itself is looking rather stagnant in many ways. I mean, a lot of interesting stuff going on in Europe still. Toulouse is just completely shattered. There's no more West Francia, so that happened. The Iberian Peninsula has had some interesting events unfold as well. I feel like this splitting is relatively recent. I think it happened this session. I might be mistaken. Up north, there's some trouble brewing internally as well. Hopefully, this independence nonsense will stop soon, and the Sapmi kings and queens can continue to push into Bjarma land like they were doing previously. But overall, over here, Mongolia seems to have lost a bit of territory to Tuva. Buryatia is growing. Ob has grown as well, I think. The Kurgan are doing well for themselves. We'll see if they grow any further than that. It's just reading the Kurgan in the context of the real world after doing so much Total War stuff is kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, Ghana over here is not all that large or anything. Things are relatively stagnant. A lot of infighting within the various regions, it seems like. A lot of infighting within the various regions. Emergent, thank you, Dom. Emergent gameplay. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Emergent gameplay is absolutely fascinating. I love how it works. And it's when, yeah, stories and events and gameplay decisions happen because of decisions a player has made. I don't know if it's done on purpose. I'll try and find out, but I don't know if it's like coded in that way that because I stopped her from doing this war, she joined this independence faction, or if it just so happened to be that there was an independence faction and she happened to already be interested, and my last demand there finally pushed her over to joining it. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it makes perfect sense, and I do quite like it. Yes, emergent stories and emergent gameplay. Thank you so much. It was going to kill me not knowing what that word was. Give weaker members to the stronger members to raise opinion. Oh, you mean like reorganize some of the vassals and stuff like that? Where are we? Where is my factions? They can send an ultimatum in 2 months. That is soon. That is soon. Yeah, we might need to figure something out over here. We got a couple of duchesses. I mean, the thing is, though, opinion isn't the biggest deciding factor as far as factions are concerned. I might need to rely on Dread over here. I might need to rely on Dread, but don't forget, like, plus 67 is not a low opinion, but still she's willing to join this faction. So it's not just about opinion, and it's not just about organizing our vassals and stuff. Because remember as well, I mean, I guess that is a way of weakening the faction overall, because of how contributions and stuff work. We'll have to think about it, but folks, that faction will be dealt with one way or another next time, because this is what we're calling it a session. Oh, good point. Yes, Egypt is no more. I missed that. Egypt is no more. And Africa has shrunk a bit as well. Good spot, good spot. Good spot. On that note, though, yes, this is where we're going to call the session, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. We accomplished a lot that we've set out to do for a very long time. So that's just, honestly, it's just nice to see the Witch Coven. It's nice to see the fact that we're a poet now as well. Our stats are ridiculous. We are 68. Hopefully we have a few years left in us. But things are looking pretty good, as they have for quite some time now. Of course, no session is truly done without saying a few final words. One of those being, as Wickles has pointed out, a reminder to join the community, folks. If you aren't already in the Discord, don't hesitate to join in. Link is in the chat right there. If you miss it, then it's in the description as well, always. You can follow me on Twitter as well to stay up to date with all kinds of stuff like scheduling. And there is going to be some interesting scheduling this week and December entirely. So keep an eye out on that. I do recommend following me on Twitter. But of course, if you are in the Discord as well, it's a good way to stay up to date with stuff and just to hang out with a fantastic community too. A ginormous thanks to all of our super chatters today and our new members. Of course, we do have to update the end credit list, but of course, if everything works smoothly here, I should be able to pull up the now outdated one. There it is. Giving a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Again, I say it all the time because it's true. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. It really does help keep all this sustainable. Like I said, though, I do have to update this, of course, to get those new names in. Thank you very much for your support. And again, thank you for the super chatter support today as well. All that makes such a massive difference. And of course, a big ol' thanks to each and every one of you for watching. Like I say, without all of y'all, none of this would be. We were reminiscing about the early days of the channel earlier this stream. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for each and every one of you. So thank you so very much for joining me on this journey. Folks, hopefully I will catch you on Friday as we take Suzerain to its conclusion. Then on Saturday, again, just as a reminder, we will be doing a birthday stream. So that'll be at noon Eastern time. So an hour before now is when that stream will be starting on Saturday. I have some plans on what we'll be playing. It'll be a fantastic time, I hope. I'm fairly sure. I hope so. It would be wonderful if y'all could join in on that. Yeah, like I said, it'll be an interesting schedule this week and then this upcoming month as a whole. Hope you have yourselves a wonderful Monday and a wonderful rest of the week if I don't catch you between now and our next session of Crusader Kings. But folks, until I catch you, cheers.